it up a bit. And then I found this the other day. So, should we try to get the 4 sockets on it? We should just take it to Larzik. Do I have a quest where Larzik? Oh no, not on this one. Alright, well, let's see how many birds we have. We don't got any. Crap. Alright, I'm gonna have to make some. I'll have to go get some keys. This really sucks. I don't want to lose all those high runes and stuff, but I gotta make them. Where the heck did they go? Did I really just somehow made those disappear? Oh crap. The heck? How does that do that? Anyways, let's make this infinity. We got fort on him, but I want to make an ethereal fort, so we want to get 4 sockets on this ethereal sacred armor. For now, we could just, no, not with that. We could just put Leviathan on him. Alright, I'll put Leviathan on him. I'll put these on him too. Yeah. Unless he's got like oh, he's got this one. Alright. Well, I actually want that for me. And then he can wear that one. Yeah. He can wear 4 instead of this. I'm gonna put these in there. Alright, Burr Mal is Burr. Alright. Oh crap. I don't like having to spend all my stuff. Crap. A lot of mouths is used. Oh my god, it's using so much runes. I'm getting kinda regrettable. Birds are the hardest ones to find. Alright, here's a low. Here's another low. We can make one sure. We need one more low, so there's one low. There's another low. Alright. Vexes drop pretty often, so I'm gonna get a bunch of ohms. Ohms are great. You always want ohms. And this took like a year and a half to get all this stuff on single player. Some of it was like I played legit, and then some characters like this one has half the stuff just plugged in, but I have gone all the way up from straight legit, like with my Amazon, my Paladin, my Sorc. You guys know that. Alright, so let's put this in there then. Then we got a Sir. Let's put the Sir, and then we got a Burr. We got the Burr. Alright. Right here. Right here. sure. Got the low and the sure. And now we got the 2 burr. Oh my god, that was painful. That was very, very painful. Alright, burr, mal, is burr. Burr, mal. Alright, so... Oh, crap. Alright, burr, mal. Wait, this one can't be used for a Javzon because it's ethereal, so might want to use the poleaxe if it's better. It has more attack rating on it. Well, this has attack rating too. This has enhanced damage. Let's check out range. Hyperion Spear range versus Great Poleaxe. Great Poleaxe might have higher one, honestly, but I think the spear might be higher though too. Alright. Both have a melee range of 4. Alright, let's see. Hyperion Spear, -10, faster. Reply slower. Max sockets in a Hyperion Spear. 3? Oh, no, I got 4 on mine. 6. Weapon class Spear. 1. Base average damage. 96.5. Alright, we're using the Hyperion Spear. Alright. Now let's get the recipe again. Burr mal. Burr. Mal. Burr is. Burr is. Oh! Minus 42, so we're gonna have to re-roll that later on. But it's an infinity, so thank you. Alright. Thank you for watching, guys. Should we try to make infinity out of this too? Ral am perf. Yeah. For fire. Alright. Ral am perf. Alright. Four sockets, come on. 3. Oh, you can still make something out of 3, I think. Next time we're not gonna do that. Should I put on fort? Just no, we don't want to use that for things. Yeah, we need other stuff. Alright. I do not really like the war travelers. Again, a lot of people use magic flying barbs for magic flying, but I don't really want to use the war travelers. So I mean, I got those the other day. And then where's my assassin ones? Alright, I don't want to use war travelers on my... Oh, Marrow Walk, perfect. We already got Cannot Be Frozen. We're gonna, you know, the 15 through 25 added damage actually might do a lot in this one. Let's check. It adds 300 damage max and about 100 minimum. Okay, our resistances. Okay, I might want to switch then. Oh crap, where am I gonna get my resistance? Mascara We don't really need that. We can use Amara's. Let's see. How's my torch? My Annie. Alright, Mara's. Crap, it's not on here. Just see if there's resistances. Here, we found a resistance. Grand Charm. Resistances. There we go, that hit the cold. I'm just trying out something new with this build, guys. Seriously. Alright. Alright, and I'm trying this on him. I could try the Odium. The Odium. Yeah. I think I do want to do the Odium. Oh, I can get way better than that. Just search around. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Oh. Alright, hold on. I want to just make sure. Alright, I'm gonna put this on him. And then leap is gonna be here. Alright, so I do this to buff up. I'm sure you guys are finally ready and excited to see me go kick some butt. So we use this for frenzy, and then we weapon swap to this, okay? First use this for frenzy. And it's not very strong. Just trying to get it, and now I can do this. Alright. Nope, this build is not as good as putting this on him, this, and then, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and this, just to show you guys that I can do this with these two items that I found recently. Very nice, huh? And you can just boom. Fun. Let's go get my other weapons. Did I seriously not hook up my town portal? Alright, now we're gonna do the Vocathos. And then a Vocathos ring, then I'm gonna take this one out for it. Wait, does it have cannot be frozen already? Yeah, so then I can take this one out. Let's just see resistance. Okay. Alright. We'll use that one, I guess. Alright, that's perfect. Yeah. Okay, so this is a really strong item. See how I used a lot of my ohms to buff these up? But just watch how bad we are going to be able to mess dudes up. I got a 320. Just not the 320 you're thinking of. Haha. Let's see, streaming. Oh no. Alright, we're still recording on OBS. That's what we need. We start streaming, what happens? Let's see what happens. Alright, we're streaming on OBS now. I'm gonna get logged in. Let Fableman 420 knock. No. Absolutely not. I don't trust it. There we go. I will be getting on with my sorceress real soon here. I just want to test out my barb. Guys, I'm in love with this one, so I'm sorry.
Boom, look up. That sky is not decoration.
There we go.
It is a map. And for thousands of years, people did not look at it and say story. They looked at it and said
potions.
Religion, lived, worshipped, mapped. I'm not kidding. Hello everybody, Grant Furlong, Alpha, the beatboxing gamer, the Jinja Ninja. Tonight we go deep. Creation of the Earth, the planets, the physics, and two great religious systems the modern world keeps calling myths. Greek religion and Hindu cosmology. When they were
I'm just playing the song to pump me up.
Stay with me. This is not fluff. This is not rage bait. This is so you know how the pieces fit. First, the science. Cold facts. About 13.8 billion years ago.
First, the science.
Hot, dense state. Expansion.
You just whirl into them now.
Hydrogen. Helium.
Leap.
Gravity.
Leap over here. Whirlwind. Oh, we gotta get Anna.
First generations of stars live.
Rune, nice.
Iron, carbon, oxygen. The stuff in your blood is forged in a furnace it will never stand next to. About 4.6 billion years ago, our solar system formed from a solar nebula, a spinning cloud of gas and dust. Collapse, protostar, disk. Planetesimals smash and stick. The young sun ignites. Rocky worlds form in the inner system. Gas giants form farther out. Earth takes shape from accretion, impacts, magma ocean, a core of iron, a mantle, and eventually a crust that cools enough for oceans. The fine-tuning people talk about is real as
This is
distant
fun.
numbers. Perfect enough distance from the sun for liquid water, a large moon that stabilizes tilt, a magnetic field that shields the surface, an atmosphere that holds heat and lets light through. You can call that luck, you can call that physics, you can call that design. I'm not here to force your conclusion. I'm here to say the setup is not casual. The math is tight. The range for life is narrow. And that fact alone has made me stop cold under a Minnesota sky and just breathe. Now, regroup. And I need you to hear me on this. Stop calling it mythology like it was only a bedtime entertainment. For the ancient Greeks, the Olympians were a religion, lived practice, temples,
Heck yeah.
priests, sacrifices, festivals, oracles, oaths sworn in the names of gods, cities named and protected under patron deities. This was their sacred
Alright,
order.
hold on 1 second.
Not a
Stop
comic book,
recording.
not a Disney movie. A world
And now I'm gonna start
of power,
recording.
fate, justice,
After I
weather,
see that
war,
recording,
love,
I'll
and the structure
know
of
what it
the world.
is.
Zeus, sky.
Is this it? What's up, guys? Alright, that was it. Alright, let's start recording. Here we are. I am Dr. Furlbox, aka Mr. Furlbox, the Ginger Ninja, and we're doing some chaos runs on single player with my barb until I beat Diablo on here, and I'm going on Battle.net. Alright? Keep it real. Let's do this. Music is coming out soon. Necklace. I can't wait till D2R and PD2 allow sockets in belts, gloves, boots, and rings. That's gonna be sick. Where they do where gems and runes do a different thing for belts, rings, amulets, and boots. That'd be sick. It'd be a lot more variety. I'd be happy. Get a socket on a ring. That'd be awesome. Colossal crossbow for faith. I'll probably get it. Yeah, I'll make a faith out of that probably. I'll have to use one of my jaw runes. Or I can make Phoenix out of it. Yeah, I should make Phoenix. Low and a jaw and 2 Vex. Great for my fire sword. Or an enchant fearless sword where the fire damage gets pierced. Sick. The faith for redemption on a sword. Faith bow on a rope for a sword for redemption. That'd be insane. It can be awesome. I'll make it after I kill Diablo. Lem, Eld, Jaw. No. We'll figure it out. Taking it easy. is on players A. Now I want to bring it and show you players A. I'm gonna show you he won't drop as much on players A. Well, he actually did drop a decent amount, but not that much. So yeah, players A ain't that good. You want to beat the boss on players 1 all the time. He goes faster, and plus you could see he didn't give us much more loot even for player difficulty. So we'll do another run, but let me make that face. I think I'm gonna do a redemption mercenary with the rogue. Let's do that. Phoenix gives redemption. Let's make sure it gives us redemption still in PD2. It has to. Season 13. Yes, the Phoenix Rune were crafted crossbow appearance, the redemption hero. Vex, low jaw. Oh crap, that's a lot. I want it bad though. That mana problem I'm having, the redemption or is gonna be a problem. Vex, low jaw. Oh crap. Vex, low jaw. Crap. Alright. There's a lot of Vexes. Vex, low jaw, low, Phoenix, come on, yes! Yes, we got an 11. We got 433 enhanced damage. How? It says 250 to 300. What the heck happened here? This is an insane... Oh! Because this ain't... I was thinking I was making a face, and that's why I was like, how? But no, it still says 250 to 300. How do you get the 433? This bow is insane, though. Alright, we're gonna... hook it up to a fire rogue. We'll get the vigor redemption aura. We'll get vigor from the rogue merc itself, and then redemption, and we'll have blaze on level up and firestorm on attack. So that would be great. Alright. Let's go make the Act 1 merc. You know, we're testing things out. You know, this is how it's done. Oh, nice! 3 to offensive auras! Oh! Get rid of that. Alright, because we can make some out of this stuff and get a face. I mean, get a rogue. Right here, we can put those on the rogue. Put this, I'll get a forward on her. Well, we can use a forward there, and instead of the forward, I can use Enigma. Then put the forward on the merc. The merc's not going to be able to wear this. It's not going to be able to wear this either, is it? 174, that's a little bit different. Alright, let's put that. Well, actually, this stuff's getting taken off, so. Alright, we gotta compare the Drax. Okay, these ones have perfect ED, these ones are better. As you can see, strength 2 through 30. This was from a different season. it now. Alright, since we got Enigma on, I want to do the teleport. Let's see. Oh, I'm still good. Alright. Now, hire a fire. The highest fire is a level 88 fire right here. Alexa. Boom. And it gives us vigor. So, alright, first thing is put on the Leviathan. Well, we gotta put on the Drax first. We'll get a helmet off my other characters to help her. Alright, instead of 3 years, I want to wear Redungos on my barb. And then this is much less weight. This gives strength. Yup. This gives strength. Yup. And then this. Not quite. Love the bow. Yes! Alright, now can she wear this? No. So, for a helm, I'd really like Gilliam's, but might have to go on a different character. Alright, no, here we go. I think 2 to Amazon levels finally works on mercs too now. Yeah, this is from a different season too, because in the past 2 seasons, they had 2 to Valkyrie on this. So this is a little bit different. Let's see here. Yep, that does include... Oh no, it has enhanced damage. Alright, but let's see if we can get this on him. No. Alright, let's put the Enigma on her then. And then we'll put Ford on me. And then let's get some cross bolts on her. Alright, I probably have to go to my Amazon real quick. Let's go to my Amazon. I'll get a crossbow. Alright, I'm gonna go to my magic arrow. I believe this is where I have some bolts. Alright, cross bolts. Here we go. Ooh, deadly strike and knockback. Yeah. We found these the other. No, this is not mine. We found. Not on this character. I found Sandstorm tracks. They had a perfect 50 resist. Alright, here we go. Alright. Instead of Arachnid Sash, oh, it's got Pierce on it. Dario's Visage. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, this is the helmet I want for my merc. Alright, so that and then the crossbones. Alright, so boom, let's go back to my merc on my barb. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. much damage this helps. Nice, very nice. Alright, what's Andariel's visage? She can wear Fort? No. Can she wear Leviathan or a Fort and a lighter armor? Probably, but we can get her to wear Leviathan. And I will wear Enigma still, because I want that. I don't... Alright, let's just see how much forge damage does. Oh yeah, it ups the damage a lot, but I want that teleport and that +2 to skills. We just use Fort to proc for the gold armor. So yeah, we'll wear it right now at first, to proc. Then the gold armor. Alright, now we got Phoenix. We can be good. Alright, she'll kick in the vigor aura, and then we'll be kicking. Let's put those in my stash. Let's repair. Oh, those don't go to your stash? Only the essence do, huh? Wow, that's weird. Alright, let's see if Geed has any 320s. J-mods suck in this game. You can get a storm shield with 3 sockets. It's way better than a J-mod. Or a lidless with 3 sockets, or any of those other cool things that you like. Alright, we are in the game. I want to get to 90 in like a week. I'm playing a lot on... Alright, let's go right to World Zone Keep. Buff up. Now we go use this. Alright, let's see how well this works. We're running fast. Now we're running faster with Frenzy. And looks like the Merc is still taking stuff down, no problem. The redemption aura means it spreads to me too, right? So I'm redeeming stuff too. I'll get like Lava Gout or Hellmouth so I'm dealing more fire so that Merc can have a little more proc job. This is working great. I'm not running out of mana now. At least not as much. We could have always done the insight with Merc, but it's always done. This gets boring. This is much funner. She's just knocking dudes. Did I get buffed with, yep, my armor is buffed. So now I can put on, oh, what I like you like that, yeah, I like you like that. Alright, here we go. Now we got a teleporter. Teleporting whirlwind barb. Oh my god, it's insane. Alright, Throne of Destruction. Let's go take on Bale's minions. And then I'm hopping on BattleNet. Just keeps buffing. Alright, Bale's minions, I'm gonna put them on 7. This is on player's difficulty, was on player's difficulty 8, guys. That's pretty insane. Alright, I just put it on 7 just because of Black Souls, and you never know. Yeah, see. We gotta get some, rejuvenation in there. Alright, once we get killed the Black Souls, then I can go on to the minions, and then put them up to 8 again. Let's just kill these Black Souls. There we go, that's working perfect. And then I get the redemption aura. I like it. Plus the rogue gives you the vigor aura, so I can run so much faster. Matriarchal bow, great for crafting. Ooh, it's red. Great for crafting. Alright, ring, great for crafting. Alright. Small charm. Okay, 3% faster run walk. If that had a prefix, I'd be happy with it, you know. Alright, let's blast them! Here we go, nice! I didn't even see them there. Alright, we can teleport to them though. We can still teleport. Boom. No hiding from that. Boom, let's bust it up. There we go. Alright. And then let's let her, thing give me my mana. It's only getting her mana, I think. I hope not. Alright, let's see here if we just release it. Well, she's staying alive real well. I'd probably prefer Shaft Stop instead of Leviathan on her, but I'll have to contest that. There we go. Oh! Here we go now! Crap. No. Alright, we gotta buff up. We gotta pre-buff, get our armor. Alright. Can't teleport right now, but we're pre-buffing to get procced. So we have ice armor. Glacial armor. Let's see what it says. Glacial. Oh, actually in PD2 it doesn't give you the proc, I don't think. No. That's okay. I forgot. It's not D2R, it's Project Alpha 2. That's good then, because then I don't have to hang around with a fort in my inventory all the time just to proc. It says it still gives you it, but I don't think it does. It would be on the item. Just like Faith doesn't give you the $2, $1 to $2 skills, but it's still dope. How you guys doing? Oh, he's easy. Just teleport to him so he can't get used to your attacks. There, he's done. Boom. Alright, and now, oh, I didn't bring the players up, but when you fight bosses, I always bring them down to 1. They actually give you better loot, guys, when you bring them down to 1. And you can kill them quicker. I'm not kidding, watch this. Perfect, we're taking them down, no problem. No. Let's hope he drops something. I need a facet. I need a cold facet or a fire facet. When you have the mana, Whirlwind's just deadly. It runs out of mana so quick. I need to put on a mango heal, or something when they have life leech. Yes, we got him. All right, next round. Should we go on to BattleNet? Yeah. Let's do the Sorceress, level 90. Perfect. And I want to create an assassin and a necromancer. Alright, map 7. I'm going to use one of my maps. Alright, buff up on her. Let's do this. Alright. Nice, 200 Gs. Oh man, I really need room. I really need to make a meal. Lots of meals. But what can I really get rid of? I mean, I can get rid of Natalia's. We don't really use that that much. I can get rid of that. Let's just enter the currency. And that. No. That I like. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna save that. Alright, sell the rest. Purge the rest. Alright. I'll show you the gear on my Sorc here in a little bit. Right now we switch back to full towel set, but check out them boots. Try resist, 30 10s, Nova, and mana regeneration. Now check out the shield, just a lidless. Corrupted with attackers take damage, and then I put a socket in it. I put that socket in it. But hold on guys, I gotta turn down the music on Diablo a little bit. There we go. Hope someone enjoyed. Hi. Alright, so I wanted to go over the gear. I'm using Frostburn, because obviously the minus cold and fire appears. Minus cold and fire appears with the full Tal set. An ethereal Talrashas with indestructible and increased hands damage for corruption. Tal's belt, of course. Tal's Rasha's amulet, and then this we need 3 sockets, but we only got 1. If I take that off, we can switch it to someone else. If I ever need help with resistance, I can put in an Rune or something like that. But let's get going. Alright, these guys want to do maps. Alright. Alright, we're doing maps. I've only done maps co-oping on BattleNet with one friend. And other times with maps on single player, it was difficult, but you know what? I got a song for you guys. You might not like it, you might do. Type in the comments if you don't, but this shit hits hard. Alright.
Boom, look up.
Yeah.
That sky is not decoration, it is a map. And for thousands of years, people did not look at it and say story. They looked at it and said religion, lived, worshipped.
Alright, I love mapping.
Hello everybody, Grant Furlong, Alpha, the beatboxing gamer, the Jinja Ninja. Tonight we go deep.
Oh,
Creation of the Earth, the planets, the physics, and 2 great religious systems the modern
Looking for
world
the high
keeps calling
runes.
myths. Greek religion and Hindu cosmology, when they were never myths to the people who lived them. Stay
Never.
with me. This is not fluff. This is not rage bait.
It's not rage
so
bait.
you know how the pieces fit.
This is the real deal.
First,
wait till you see the new music I got coming out,
about
Holmes.
13.8 billion.
Gonna rip it, spit it, Kimming, Mega,
state.
motherfuckers that try to be spitting the legitimate shit.
Hydrogen, helium. Gravity pulls gas into stars.
Not every
Stars
video needs to be
forge heavy
monetized.
First generation.
You gotta keep it explicit so they know how we're really doing it up in some here.
Iron, carbon, oxygen.
Yeah.
The stuff
Let me
in
go
your
another
blood
year.
forged in a furnace.
Another
Never
year before I accept
About
monetization.
4.6 billion years ago,
Just want them to understand.
Solar nebula.
may be doing this for fame. I make money on my own business.
Protostar,
But I use this channel to promote my music business. Subscribe to my web store. Got my whole catalog yet? Good job. Because this can be worth a lot in the future. Especially when I'm dead. He's dead. Here we go, guys. Oh my god, this music just pumps me up. Like, I got some sort of ADHD, autism, like sensory integration, what they call
Perfect
it.
enough distance from the sun for liquid
I
water.
love it.
A large moon
Because it's a
stabilizes
blessing and a
tilt.
curse.
A magnetic field that shields the surface.
Oh, he
An
took it
atmosphere
first.
that
He wanted
holds
that
heat
orc
and lets
bad.
light through. You can call
Alright,
that luck.
I'm getting the
call
full
that physics.
regurgitations.
You can call that design.
Alright, I'm getting that jewel.
I'm not here to force your conclusion. I'm here to say the setup is not casual. The math is tight. The range for life is narrow. And that fact alone has made me stop cold under a Minnesota sky and just breathe. Now,
Yeah!
I need you
Oh!
to stop calling it mythology like it was only bedtime entertainment. For the ancient Greeks, the Olympians were lived practice.
My fireball is gonna be kicking.
Priests,
Oh, let's get that
sacrifices,
small charm.
festivals,
Yeah!
miracles,
Amulet too.
oaths sworn in the
Nice.
names of gods.
Alright.
Cities named and protected under patron deities.
Let me know
This
if you
was their sacred
like the
order.
algorithm. Please
Not a
comment,
comic
like,
book,
subscribe,
not a
so we
Disney
know
movie.
Project
A
Diablo
worldview
2 is
about
alive.
power, fate, justice,
Gotta let the
weather,
people know it's
war,
awake, right,
love,
guys?
and the structure of the
Let's
world.
keep it real.
Zeus, sky, king, thunder, the one who holds the weather the way a government holds law, except this is older than any parliament. Hera, Hestia
Oh yes,
of
I'm
the
gonna
heart,
get some keys.
Athena of strategy and craft, Apollo of light, music, prophecy, Artemis, Poseidon of the sea, Demeter of the grain that keeps a people alive, Hades of the underworld, Aphrodite, Ares, Hephaestus at the forge, Hermes the messenger, Dionysus.
Oh shit, what would they
These
get?
were not cartoon
Thor.
characters.
Oh, it's not too
People
good.
made offerings. People
Oh,
built the
unique
Parthenon.
map drop.
People
That's what it
traveled
was.
to Delphi.
Dang.
People
I
mapped
wanted
the night
that.
sky as stories of gods and
I got the
heroes
small
because
charm,
the
though.
sky was sacred geometry, theology written in
Oh!
light.
Wait, that wasn't
Orion,
that wasn't
Draco,
special.
Pegasus. The constellations were not wallpaper. They were memory systems, moral systems, calendar systems, a way to hand down who we were and who rules above us.
Yeah, we got the jewel.
When Greek religion looked up, it saw divinity in pattern, order in chaos, personality in the forces that could drown a ship or ripen a field. So when someone laughs and says Greek myth, I push back. Language matters. Myth can mean sacred story.
Oh,
Fine.
I didn't get
But
it.
in modern talk, myth
Oh.
means fake, and that is dishonest to the Greeks who worship.
Keep it going.
Their religion explained creation, kingship, justice after death, and why the world has form.
It's not that good.
You
It's,
do not
tank
have to
grids, I
convert
believe.
to
Or
respect that it was
Maligrans.
real religion
Yeah,
to
crappy.
real people. Now
Aw,
Hindu
rare
cosmology.
jewel drop. And I
And
didn't
this
get
is where
it.
science and spirituality shake hands in a way that still messes with me. Hindu time is not a short straight line. It is cycles, huge cycles. Brahma creates, Vishnu preserves, Shiva dissolves so creation can begin again. A day of Brahma, a kalpa, is described as about 4.32 billion years. Think about that number, 4.32 billion.
Yeah, I
Modern
thought about it.
geology puts Earth at
I thought
roughly
about it, alright.
4.54 billion years. Life appears in a window measured in billions, not thousands. The scale of Hindu
Alright,
religious
this is
time
20 resist
matches
all,
the
but it's
scale
not
of
natural
deep
or
time
force
science
socketed.
finally admitted. That is
12%
not
phase
me
bleed,
saying a
6
textbook
socketed.
copied a
Yeah.
Sanskrit text last
For
Tuesday.
last wish, that's nice.
That is me saying the ancients were not small-minded. They were thinking in ages of ages, while other cultures were arguing over a few thousand years
Oh,
on
I
a
want that.
chalkboard.
That was an amulet.
Yugas,
They got it.
Manvantaras, universes that breathe out and breathe in.
It's okay.
Matter
There's gonna be a
as
lot
Maya,
of us getting
appearance,
stuff.
self as Atman. ultimate reality as Brahman, formation and destruction and formation again. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, not Halloween costumes, deities of process, generator,
I wonder what amulet they got.
sustainer, transformer. That is cosmology dressed as devotion. Temples still fill, mantras still move air, pilgrims still walk. This is a living religion for over 1 billion people.
Oh, okay, here
So
we
do
go.
not call it a myth like it expired. It did not expire. It maps world ages the way physics maps epochs.
We're leveling up pretty
threads
quick
next to each
too.
other.
Oh man, this is fun.
Science.
Way better than doing bail runs.
Singularity to stars,
This is
to
way better than
nebula,
the pit.
to Earth, to biosphere.
These maps are way better than the
Precise.
maps in PoE 2. There's
Cold.
actually space where you can move
Testable.
around.
Pieces.
PoE 2 is meant to make you
Greek
die,
religion.
just to make it
Gods
longer.
as
We want to
living
blast.
powers in sky, sea,
Nice, 4-socketed
underworld,
Archon
city,
plate.
and fate.
It's a 397.
Worshipped
but, oh
with
well.
ritual and law. Hindu cosmology. Cyclical time measured in
That
billions.
Gothic folk would be insane.
Creator, preserver, destroyer as the engine
It's
of
not.
existence.
I'll get the.
Different languages,
Oh.
same hunger. How did this place get here? Who or what holds it? Why does order keep winning just enough for
I don't
life
have my
to
merch.
stand up and speak? I was raised around church teaching, Catholic, Lutheran threads.
Oh
and fabric.
God!
Faith is believing without needing to see. Faith is refusing to only trust what you see and letting faith drag you toward what you already know is true. For me, God, and what I call Mother Spirit, that protective pull, sit with the same awe I feel when I hear the age of the universe out loud. Half spiritual, half physical. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. So here's the synthesis, plain. The Big Bang is not the enemy of the sacred. Fine-tuning is not a gotcha meme. Greek religion
I
is
lost
not
all
a
my
discarded fairy
experience.
tale.
Why can't
It
they
is a
just help
complete
me?
sacred system that built
Oh,
temples
I got a map here.
and named the sky. Hindu cosmology is not superstition. It is a civilizational clock that thought in billions while the lab was still catching up. When you study accretion disks and iron cores, you are reading one dialect of the architect's code. When you stand in a temple or under Orion, you are reading another dialect of the same hunger for origin and meaning. You want proof?
We
Enough
got most of
proof
our
to humble
experience
you.
back.
The universe has
Oh,
an
Grand
age.
Crown.
Stars die
Dead
so
crown.
planets can live. Earth sits in a
Oh!
non-habitable band.
I get that back myself. Though,
Ancient
but I needed to
peoples
get
built
that
entire
crown.
religions to explain the same sky with devotion instead of scoffing. That pattern of reverence plus rigor is the evidence that speaks if you will listen. Personal, 30 seconds. Minnesota.
Alright, I lost quite a bit of experience.
I remember
Let's see
walking
what
home one
happens.
night, Twin Cities air, cold enough to see your breath. I felt watched by the whole dome of stars, not hunted, watched. The old fear from when I was young, the shadows, the freeze in my chest. It loosened. I did not feel small. I felt placed. I looked up toward Orion, and I did not see a cartoon. I saw a door. And in that second, I knew I was not just a guy from Minnesota making loops and beats. I was a coordinate on a map older than my name. Faith was not me
Well,
pretending.
not my name. because my name was like
Faith
first.
was me
Grant.
finally agreeing
Yeah.
with what the sky had been saying the whole time.
There's so many
Boom.
people copying my name on
If
YouTube
this
and
hit
using
you,
my name to
like the
try to
video.
get famous or something.
Subscribe
I
if
don't
you
know.
want more of this kind of
Alright,
content.
he's gonna drop something for me.
Science, sacred
Oh,
systems,
something I
and the
at least
real
got
sky.
something.
Leave it in the comments. Have you ever felt the sky look back? Talk to me about it.
Oh
Hit
yeah,
me up.
definitely. I think as kids we all
Grant
looked at the
Furlong.
stars. Undead Crown.
Alpha,
Crown of Thieves, not bad.
The beatboxing gamer. Also called the Genja Ninja.
Alright,
We will
new game
keep
for
following
them.
the code.
I'm gonna make it.
Peace.
Here we go. Yeah, that's pretty tight. Alright, so let's start putting the currency away. Checking jewels to see if we want to break them down. The currency and maps away. Jewels, break that down. We don't want that. Alright, this, we definitely get rid of that. And then put that right there. Ooh. Alright, we corrupt that one soon. Oh crap. All this stuff. Okay, let's put a key in there. Oh, they already went in. That was fast. No, did I just sell what I did not want to sell? Oh no, we're good. Alright. Alright, let's go in here. Let's do it. Let's catch up to them.
Let us out!
Oh, they got the talic, the sigil. Yes, I got lidless! Yeah, lidless! Woo! Corrupt that, hopefully get 3 sockets. Oh, hold on! Alright, I'm looking for the Fallens. Here's one. Okay, we got him. We got him. We got these. We got these. Alright. Cadillac. That's the chieftain. Yep. I'm chiefing with the chieftain. Oh yeah, here we go. Do I want to put fire or cold facets in my gear? So I'll make a second sorceress for the lightning sword. I want to. I don't want to have to respect every time. I just want to have two. Man, they know how to get them quick. Oh, I didn't get the river. No. Yes! Yes! Until Rasha's armor! Yeah! Oh, is this one is 3 to tornado on this one too? I need 3 sockets on the Telrashas. Yeah, that's 3 to tornado. That's what you want. Oh yeah. I should have put on another beat, another song. I have one, but you guys might be a little freaked out by it, honestly. After this map, I'll put on this crazy heavy metal mix that I made.
Let us out!
Yep, we're leveling fast. Oh, they're picking up everything. Oh, they're picking the maps and everything. Oh, I don't want that. There we go. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please like, comment, subscribe, and come vibe with the tribe. I want that ogre axe. Oh wait, everyone left, so we're good. Alright, how am I gonna get that ogre axe? Just drop in some of these. Drop that. That. Get the ogre axe. Not really that big of a deal, but it kinda is. Alright, they made it. I gotta make a new game for them. Alright. Now I can put on this beat. There we go. Let me show you this beat. Not this one. Different one. I remember. It's the time length of it that I remember. Alright. It was a live stream. It was a lot. It was a long
for
one.
light all around. That fact
Alright, here's a short
alone
one.
stopped
I'm gonna have to
the
turn it down.
sky.
It's a little explicit.
And eventually a crust.
Yeah.
Stop. Find knowledge to talk about when you bedtime as a listed number. For the ancient Greeks, is the Olympic sun for a religion. A large atlas stabilizes increase, a magnetic field that shields the surface, or an atmosphere that holds heat sworn in the names of gods. You can call that cities named and protect that.
We got a lidless wall and we got
their sacred
towels.
Now, I'm not here to force your not in Disney. I'm here to say the setup is not casual. Just math is tight. Your range for light is narrow. Structure and that fact alone has you stop sky under a Minnesota sky. The one who holds the weather the way the government breaks the law. Centuries ago, stop calling fire like a festive at its heart. Athena, to that ancient Greek craft, the Olympian
Yeah.
music, live proper. The art of presiding Aphrodite's name air heaven under Festus of the Forge. This Hermes
This I can put in there. That's high
these
noon.
were not cartoon characters. A world where people made powerful space. People built the dark weather. People traveled to love. People mapped the night sky. Stories of
We got this the other day too. And then we got a these too.
Whole Yahweh.
I think I'm gonna take out quads,
Orion,
quad
except
rail.
this is old Pegasus, the constellation Hera, Hestia of the heart, memory, Cena, Stratus, Stratus, calendar system, light, use way to hand down who we were, define Poseidon of the sea. The Greek religion raised up keeps it saw divinity and had Hades, order and chaos. Aphrodite, personality, Ares, forces fest around the ship, right Hermes, the messenger. So when someone laughs, these were not cartoons.
Does my music inspire
People made language matter. People built the myth means sacred. People traveled to Delphi. People in modern night sky as stories of gods and heroes. That is the sky was sacred geometry worship. Theology, their religion explained creation. Orion, King Draco, Pegasus after death, constellation why the world has formed. They were memories, not have to be moral respect, but a calendar system, a way to hand down who we were and who now we should. When Greeks were signed up,
I want to create some Johnny. I want to create new genre music.
So when someone laughs and says,
I'm going straight to jail.
Language matters dissolve.
Not anymore.
A day of Rune in modern talk, myth is described as about 4.32 billion years. Their religion explains
Hope you guys don't mind heavy metal
justice
music.
after death.
Not bad.
I'm
going straight to jail.
To respect.
Right?
Real life appears in the window measured in billions, not the scale. This is where science is
stealing up catches.
Science.
Got to run in this.
That is not
At 5 a.m. I'm going straight to jail.
Shiva is thinking so creation of the
Cops are running
the day of Rama over 1,000 years is described
Alright,
as about
since no one came yet, I'm just gonna do a run.
Universe, think about
Let me get my bird.
That fact alone, crazy, stop moving under a Minnesota sky.
This is the remix I made last night.
I need you to hear me.
Going straight to jail.
Find the knowledge to talk about when you bedtime as a listed number. For the ancient Greeks, is the Olympic sun for the war.
I gotta get something to drink, guys. You mind taking a break for about a minute or two? I'll put on a video for you to watch. We just get to the Chaos Sanctuary.
This was their
buff up.
sacred order. Now, I'm not here to force your not in Disney. I'm here to say the setup is how
Oh, we got someone join though.
just math, web,
I'm really thirsty though. I got.
structure of that fact alone has
Yeah.
sky under a Minnesota sky. The one who holds the weather.
Sometimes I leave it live streaming when I go to the gas station. It's only like right across the street. And put on a song for you guys to know, and I'll put on "Be Right Back" on Streamlabs to let you know I'll be right back. I'm Finally, I learned how to use overlays. Making money, making a little bit of money, like $10 a month. Something, right? I mean, thanks to all of you guys. I mean, you're helping. You're helping me get the watch hours. You're giving me engagement by knowing that I'm talking to someone besides just no one. You know what? I'm going straight to jail. In 3, 2, 1, straight to jail. Scaling up catches. My name is Skeeter Gene, and if you have nothing left to say for yourself, I guess. My name is Skeeter Gene. I'm with the Predatory Investigation Unit, and we've been skeeted in 4K. In 4K. The highest camera quality. Voice verification, guys. But remember, he's going straight to jail. Yeah, I don't like jail. It's sad when I have to see people go there, unless they're Preds, then they need to go. Yeah, they try to act like they don't know what they're doing wrong, but it doesn't matter. If you don't know the rules, you need to get locked up. You know, right? Who agrees with me on that? If you're out hurting people, especially children, and you don't know what's better, or if you don't know what's wrong, you need to be locked up more than people that do know what's wrong, because the people that do know what's wrong might actually try to get help, but not knowing it's wrong means you're even more severe of a danger to people, thinking that it's okay, right guys? Am I right? I gotta be right a little bit sometimes. I can't be wrong all the time, which is usually the case, but some of the times I gotta be right, right guys? Just remember, 3, 2. Alright, watch my Merc take them out. I'm gonna switch to a nice song for you guys. But it's the time that I don't know if it's the right song. Nope, this one's only 2 minutes. This one could be it. Nope, that's the one. I want to give you the 24-minute version. This could be it. Alright guys, here we are. No, that's not really it. Alright, heavy metal music I composed myself. Alright, this is just a couple minutes, but I think this one will kick hard. Starts out pretty weak. The build up with the melody is what keeps people coming back. You gotta keep them coming back. Don't with me, don't with me. Yeah, I like this song. Just check out the lyrics. Just wait till they build up. Alright, check it out. Get set. Purple City Bird Gang. Alright, is my Merc wearing... Yeah, it's wearing Stormspire. Alright, we should be killing him. Kinda sounds like Slipknot and Metallica, huh? This is mine and my brother's band. Well, it's my solo artist work, but we recorded his bass and his friend's guitar. I play the drums and then I beatbox and then I sing. Whenever you're hearing screamo on my videos, that's me. I'm going straight to jail! Sorry. I'm really sorry. Some of you don't know that that's entertaining to some people. I'm just kidding. I was sitting alone in the kitchen at 5 a.m. and the cops came in. They said you're going straight to jail. Okay, only a little bit of acting, and then you gotta be the real. I gotta be the real me. Alright, let's get away from that guy. Alright, here we go. We got him. He's done. Alright, we got him. Easy. Coronet. 220. Come on, 220. Oh, man. I'm gonna flip out right now. Oh, that ain't bad. Not bad either. Craft something out of it. Nice. How you guys doing? Yeah? Just chilling? Alright. Did we do bail? We already do bail? Let's do Travancore. And then I want to do like 50 to 100 Trav runs to try to get a do a Burr Rune. I'd be glad if I got a job, but Zods and Chams are good, but I need them Burrs and Jaws and Lows. Well, they're all good. That's what I love about this. Oh, Amulet, nice. Oh, someone turned the AC off. Oh my god, there's no AC. I'm gonna freak out, and I don't even mean to try, but like, I might die. I've had a heat stroke about two times in my life, and they're not lies. I may be talking, but it sounds like I'm rhyming because they're all rhymes, and I just don't give a crap what people think. I just practiced rapping like 3 months ago. Now every word I'm saying when I'm talking is still rhyming, and then people complain and saying, "Why are you always trying to rap?" I'm like, I'm just talking. You know, all you're doing is just, you know, I don't need to explain it. You guys know how it does. You know how it does. You know how it happens. Yeah. Going straight to jail. But at least we're not going straight to prison. That means you fucked up your trial. You effed up your trial. Hopefully they know that since this is music, also and gaming, it can be a music video with the gaming. I'd still probably get some advertisers that would want me to advertise, but it's not always about making them always monetizable. It's about making them interesting. And when you say, "Fuck life, everything in my head is messed up, I don't know where I last fucked up, I stepped off the earth, it seems like I was ruined and terrified right from birth." So you gotta make it sound good. You can't just be screaming. You gotta make it sound decent, right? Check this out. Alright, this can be hard. I can't do it that good, but alright. Alright, let's get back into it. What does that say? Okay. I'm just messing with you. Alright, but seriously though, I gotta make a game that says maps or something. I was getting a lot of experience. Should we get on the Zon? Zon right here? Or should we go back to single player and I show you how good my new favorite Amazon is? Because I've never created one until now, and it's a magic freezing arrow. I switched from Faith Straith to this, and look, I can summon 3 Valkyries. Look, I even got oh, how I buff up on this, because there's a lot of buttons. I gotta use mouse and keyboard. Luckily, it shows you the timer right here to the left on Project Diablo 2. But I'll show you. We'll go right to here, and look how fast I run. And look, we can just freeze them. And like, we can use strafe too, and that's still dealing damage too. Oh, we just found Viper Fork. I think that's Viper Fork. Yeah, 4. Oh, I was hoping it was 5, but still, that's good for a poison spear. Like if you're using Andariel's Visage on your Merc and you're like a poison build, like a Rabies Druid or maybe a Poison Dagger, Necro, or one of them. Y'all know how it is. Look, we just popping them one hit usually. And look, when we see the damage, not too much damage, but look at the pierce. 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 Look, I'm gonna look at the Pierce. I'm gonna do a speed run on Diablo 1 soon, and I'm gonna be starting up a Warlock on single player on D2R very soon because I miss it. I want to play it, but every time I play D2R, I miss this one more. And then Path of Exile 2 is getting fixed coming up soon too, but you guys always know I'll be kicking it with the D2 the most. Diablo series are my favorite games. Archon play? No way! No fucking oh, I thought it was something else, but still, that's still good. It's another purgatory. Oh, still, it's a purgatory. If it was Ethereal, it would have been even better, but still, you know how it is. I thought I was getting something even better, but it's still nice when you find something cool like that. We can put it in a short loop, make a short out of it on our shorts channel. Yeah, look, just, you know, look, watch when we flip, we can put flaming arrow on them too. Alright, I gotta go on Streamlabs and let them know that I'm gonna be right back soon. And on here, I pretty much gotta go on Streamlabs and then do this. And then, you know, I'll be right back. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna put display capture over my video. Maybe you'll be able to see music video. I gotta find the right one though, so let's see here. This could very well be it.
Alright, we are recording.
Well, this is a different game I played. That game's pretty tight. Alright, all real stories Alright, this is a creepy story. Just be interested in this. This is what really happened to me when I was a kid.
About when I was 17, I finally had the courage to understand.
I'll be right back in 3 minutes. Can you guys take a 3-minute break? I'll be back in 3 minutes, I promise. Don't go nowhere. Alright, let me put this back on so people watching with Streamlabs can see that I'm not.
I was just ready.
Alright, there we go. Let's put that down. Oh, Ryan said what's up. What's up?
And they snapped their fingers and I was frozen.
Alright. Ryan said something on Twitch. So what's up to him?
I didn't go back to sleep for a nap.
How you doing, Ryan? Guys, can you take literally 3 minutes for me to take a break? Because let me put this story on for you. Alright? I gotta go smoke, get something to drink, and I'll be right back. Alright, 1 sec.
I finally had the courage to understand and try to figure out what
1 sec, guys. Be right back. Give me 3 minutes.
That there was something else in the room with me. I was scared but curious enough to be brave that something in my mind felt like I was able to telepathically talk to these things, and I knew they were aliens. I was just ready to finally see them. And they slowly came around the corner, and what I saw struck me with fear. I immediately jumped, and they snapped their fingers, and I was frozen in midair, and then boom, I woke up, and then went back to sleep. Deja vu. I didn't go back to sleep for a nap that night. I stayed up and wondered what the truth really is, or what it was that I experienced, if I was crazy, or what I would do now that I knew the truth that aliens exist. Okay guys, this is a story about when I was 17. I finally had the courage to understand and try to figure out what this eerie music was that gave me a present sense that there was something else in the room with me. I was scared but curious enough to be brave that something in my mind felt like I was able to telepathically talk to these things, and I knew they were aliens. I was just ready to finally see them. And they slowly came around the corner, and what I saw struck me with fear. I immediately jumped, and they snapped their fingers, and I was frozen in midair, and then boom, I woke up, and then went back to sleep. Deja vu. I didn't go back to sleep for a nap that night. I stayed up and wondered what the truth really is, or what it was that I experienced, if I was crazy, or what I would do now that I knew the truth that aliens exist.
Okay guys, this is a story about when I was 17. I finally had the courage to understand and try to figure out what this eerie music was that gave me a present sense that there was something else in the room with me. I was scared but curious enough to be brave, and something in my mind felt like I was able to telepathically talk to these things, and I knew they were aliens. I was just ready to finally see them. And they slowly came around the corner, and what I saw struck me with fear. I immediately jumped, and they snapped their fingers, and I was frozen in midair, and then boom, I woke up, and then went back to sleep. Deja vu. I didn't go back to sleep for a nap that night. I stayed up and wondered what the truth really is, or what it was that I experienced, if I was crazy, or what I would do now that I knew the truth that aliens exist. Okay guys, this is a story about when I was 17. I finally had the courage to understand and try to figure out what this eerie music was that gave me a present sense that there was something else in the room with me. I was scared but curious enough to be brave, and something in my mind felt like I was able to telepathically talk to these things, and I knew they were aliens. I was just ready to finally see them. And they slowly came around the corner, and what I saw struck me with fear. I immediately jumped, and they snapped their fingers, and I was frozen in midair, and then boom, I woke up, and then went back to sleep. Deja vu. I didn't go back to sleep for a nap that night. I stayed up and wondered what the truth really is, or what it was that I experienced, if I was crazy, or what I would do now that I knew the truth that aliens exist. Okay guys, this is a story about when I was 17. I finally had the courage to understand and try to figure out what this eerie music was.
Can you hear me?
Present sense that there
Alright,
was
we're back to
something else
Diablo
in the
now.
room with me.
That story is something else, isn't it? Alright, let's put on a beat for you though. Let me find the live beats I made, beatboxing, and AI recording. Alright,
Small kid, 3 to 4
here it is, here's a good one.
I have these recurring
Oh,
nightmares.
really legit. Turn it down just a little bit.
Pick me up, drop me out the window, and I'd
Beverage of the moment is pink lemonade.
then I'd get forced.
What did I need to do? Oh yeah, put on my picture.
What?
There I am.
The claw grabs me.
Alright, let's roll.
Wake up, over and over.
Alright, I'll show you how just bad at this
My brothers would
freaking
sleep in my room.
Zahn
because I was
is.
scared, and they'd have the exact
She runs
same
so
knife,
fast, I love it.
the exact same claw, the exact same window.
It's gotta be up here. Alright, blast these guys down. Ooh, that's crappy jab.
But when they woke up, they described it word for word. Every night, I would hide under my covers.
Oh my god.
I felt that something
Your sense superior ogre mall?
watched jet black.
Just on that.
Fowl
On that.
and 5 deer brought by the Wampanoag. That's venom.
Honor. Obedience could be good too. Or like when I start up with new characters. There we go. I like this almost better in a pure strafe guided arrow magic arrow play. Alright, now we'll use strafe because these guys are fire's not too much. Strafe and fire. There we go. Let's get the microphone closer. Oh, those guys are dangerous. Alright, let's lay the decoys. I gotta get more skills so I can get 3 decoys. Or I can respec, but yeah, I'm trying to get this build online now too. It's gonna take about 6 months probably, and then 6 months to get all the sockets and facets. But I'll get the base probably in about 6 months, where it's pretty good. But I'll have about 5 other characters too at that time, because I don't just focus on just one at a time. It's boring. It's not boring. It's not as fun. I'm gonna blast. Alright, let's put it on. Yeah, difficulty needs to go up. Now let's see how, if we can one-shot them. Alright, I usually do this. What the heck, where's my... Oh yeah, here we are. Look at this. And now these guys can go down. See, even on players 8, it's taking them out no problem. Seriously, you might want to build a freezing arrow build, especially in PD2. They're bomb. Look, Mavina's got up the bunch in PvP2. This player's 8, and we're just taking him on like nothing. Her cast rate so strong, 2 and high, that's just insane. And look, resistance, all max. Let's look at attack rating for freezing arrow, almost 10,000, so it's good enough. And this guy is immune to fire and cold, so we kill him with physical, and then we're gonna switch back. When we kill bosses, I always put them on players 1. They give us more loot, and they're easier to kill. So remember that. They actually do give you more loot on players 1. So let's keep freezing them, and then strafing them. Let's get back here. And then this, yeah, here we go. Let's get the decoys. Here we go, he's going down quick now. Here we go. Almost got him. Got him. War Fist and a U1. Ooh, Slayer Guard. That could be a good pre-buffer. Let's see this. Ooh. Oh, no. Craft was that. No. Slayer Guard, now let's see. 6 skiller, 6 skiller. Dang it. You can sell it. Alright, let's get back on Battle.net now. Ooh, it's taking a while to connect. Alright, Amazon time. Alright, Apps 11, nope, Chaos Veil. There we go. Ooh yeah! Alright, let's go to Chaos. Oh, someone says hi. Someone said hi. On Streamlabs, we're gonna say what's up. On OBS Studios, I'm gonna say what's up. Yo, how you guys doing? Alright, I'm following her now. Oh, she's going straight to the chaos. Alright, here's Thunderstrokes, so much faster. Alright, good. Even though they're immune to lightning, Thunderstroke still deals a lot of damage. Let's try Raise Flight on the non-immunes. I want to put a shale in it, but I hope I can get like 2 sockets on it at least. How much can a corrupt get it? 3? If I got 3 sockets on it, that'd be insane. I'd put 3 shales in it then. Maybe a deadly strike into like a low or a burr, crushing blow or deadly strike. Since it's ethereal, probably the deadly strike. There we go. I heard some PoE 2 in the background. You guys hear that? Alright, we gotta go through the Sorc's thing. Alright, keystrokes with Storm Shield. Check out this Storm Shield. Perfect 30%. And it's got 10% fast cast rate. It's only got 1 socket, but oh well. Oh, I love the melee and on Azon. Her range is good too, but the range I like more for a bow. So if I'm gonna do a Javzon, I might as well make a Spearzon too. But I can't wait to make a Warlock on single player in D2R. I got like 15 burr runes right now in single player. Awesome. I got like 9 low runes too on D2R single player. Just been farming Lord Kuros for like ages.
Alright, Miss History Degree. But the first Thanksgiving
Like
Rune Thanksgiving
276 times I counted. And then there was like maybe 1,500 times that I did not count. Oh, she took my jewel.
Let's break this down.
What a,
First, there was
I'm not gonna say any
the
names.
primary source by Edward Winslow mentions fowl and 5 deer brought by the Wampanoag.
Alright, here we go. There we go, that's good. Oh yeah, Sorc's helping me out. I can't wait to get a lightning Sorc. I need to get that infinity though.
I was 17 years old the first time I saw
But I'm already dealing enough damage. I love how you can just keep scaling in power, especially in PD2. P2R, once they implement the new crafting system, there's going to be longer scaling, but they need more inventory space. There's a lot of improvements they need to do on D2R.
I'm talking computer.
And there's some things on PD2 that I wish D2R had, but overall, Project Diablo 2 is my favorite version of Diablo 2. And then D2R, Reign of the Warlock. And then my second favorite Diablo is probably tied between Diablo 1 Hellfire Devolution X mod port and Diablo 4 latest expansion. But that's because I like Diablo 4 since Season 4, so if they keep getting better, then yeah, I will definitely play Diablo 4 next season, just like with Path of Exile 2. It's just Path of Exile 2 is too laggy right now, so I'm kind of screwed on that matter. Yeah, it's all good. Ooh, sharp arrows, nice. Ooh, 18 appears. Crushing blow on it too. And enhanced damage, that's nice. Yeah, that ain't bad. Get this jewel. Oh! Where'd this come from? Did I already have that in my inventory? Or did I had that. I remember I found that the other day actually. Yeah. So we found a lightning facet, so we're good. We need more. Yeah.
All the other MCs and AI slot generated crap out this place, and now they're just obsolete. The style is now on.
Oh, I need that Grand Matron for a craft.
Out of control. Now I'm in control, and now I'm gonna be the center of gravity. Now I'm not a selfish, self-centered. I'm at the center of myself. I am self-centered. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, I'll get Diablo's drops first. I'm about to be level 86. Alright, let's take him down. See how fast I'm taking him down? Alright, now watch. He's gonna drop. I got it! I got it! Alright. Oh, Ethereal 2 gold skills, not good enough. Not good enough. Alright, let's get the Grand Matron, and we'll do some crafting videos and stuff, right? I'm gonna get some meals, and I'm gonna fill it up with a bunch of crafting items that I like for my favorite crafts, and we're just gonna do a video where we're crafting. And you know, I always do a lot of videos where we're swapping around between items to figure out the best build for what we got and what characters we're fighting at the time. Alright, Wraith Flight. These guys are immune to lightning, so we use Wraith Flight. Alright. Alright, they took my thing.
When I was in the air, that thing snapped.
I got that though, that's decent. 3% run walk, 34% to AR.
I woke up in my bed. Then I heard that eerie
Perfect Sapphire.
ever since I was 3 years old, I started having nightmares. These weren't the 17 years old the first time I saw them. Talking computer, their heads were shaking. One in the middle stood about 3 inches taller.
Oh yeah. Oh, we want that. Oh yeah, I plucked them down. Alright, let's see. No, I want to help.
But then I heard that eerie
I need an infinity.
and I knew it wasn't.
And I want a Breath of the Dying. There's 3 Breath of the Dyings I want. One in a Berserker Axe, one in a Hydro Bow, and one in a War Pipe.
Not hiding under the covers tonight. I was wide awake and I finally got brave enough. And I saw 3 of them.
Together, holding hands, giving thanks.
Oh, we got a lot of people in here now. I might level up in this game.
Let's break this down. First,
86 would be really good.
the primary source of
Yeah, nice. We
mentions
got that.
salt and 5 deer brought by the Wampanoag. That's venison.
The 4. Everybody getting tipped. Benjamin's in the club.
I was 17 years old the first time I saw them with my own 2 eyes. Not in the heavens, not hiding under the covers tonight. I was wide awake and finally got brave enough. And I saw 3 of them. Jet black. I'm not talking brown like people. I'm talking computer monitor black. Their heads were shaped wrong. And the one in the middle stood up,
Oh.
I panicked. I jumped up and I was gonna punch the one in the middle. I'm being honest, I was 17.
I'm thinking about corrupting my Wraith Flight, because I can still use Thunderstrokes or my Titans instead for physical damage that needs more physical.
I woke up in my bed.
I want to corrupt my T-Strokes. My T-Strokes ain't even that good. Yeah, they used to be up to 4 Javelin and Spear skills. This season they're at 2 or 3. That's why I love single player. With single player you can literally load in the PD2 converter and play any single player character on whatever season you want to play it on. It's awesome. So yeah, I like that. So I have a T-Strokes on single player. That's Ezreal with 1 socket, Corrupted with a modifier, and his 4 Javelin Spear skills. It's great. I was hoping to get 2 sockets, but oh well. Maybe if I find another one again, I can spam it until I get 2 sockets. It's gotta be live though.
But then I heard that eerie music again, and I knew it wasn't just eerie. Ever since I was 3 years old, I started having nightmares. These weren't normal nightmares.
Yep, you want Spear Mastery. That's what's really kicking chicken wings. I got it. Nope, I didn't. Alright, I'll create a new game. Yeah. I gotta get an energy drink. I need an energy drink.
Here's what convinced me I wasn't crazy.
I am gonna have to start up a meal and put some of this gear on the meals. We're gonna have to do that. Before my next live stream, I'm gonna have to do that.
I didn't tell them. So when they woke up, they described it as every night I would hide under my covers because I felt that something,
See, I don't rap, but I try, so at least I'm trying, right, guys?
more than one of them,
That's all that matters.
not music, something eerie.
Whoever told me that, I don't know. I have a feeling they could have been lying, but I don't know. You guys know by now when I'm kidding. I love that. I love that about you guys. Alright. Oh, did they already get open? Oh. Alright, got my Merc alive. I need to put the CTA on this character.
Kind of influential words that I can't really always say.
Once you become in the top 10% of creators,
And I know I'm getting like
good
a
IQ
wizard
starts
on my
unlocking
chest
more
with
creative
Oh yeah.
electric active
see your
box boy
creative
got us
level
going
and
on all
see
day. I know the beat's
There we go, they're done. Wait, what's this? Fire going.
When I take a one hit on the next one, then I know I'm gonna be thinking of the next one. Then I'm gonna be producer for
Oh no, I did game
check
I was 17 years old the first time I saw them. Not in the rooms, not hiding under the covers praying for them
like,
to go
comment,
away.
subscribe.
I was wide awake, and I finally got brave enough to meet them. I saw 3 of them, jet black. I'm not talking brown like people. I'm talking pure
Pure jet black, like computer monitor.
one in the middle stood about 3 inches taller than the other on the left and right. I panicked. I jumped up.
There we go, World Stone Shard.
Being honest,
Got a World Stone Shard, that's a win.
I jumped, and when I was in the air, that thing snapped its fingers in my throat. Mid-air. Boom. Time reversed. I woke up in my bed. But then I heard that eerie music again, and I knew it wasn't just a dream.
Alright, they're in the throne. They're close. Alright, we'll help them. Oh, look at that! Immortal Kings, nice. I got Immortal Kings. Oh yeah! Bowling!
What?
Chain Lightning Sentry?
Wake up.
Local Shadows. Okay, never mind.
Here's what convinced me I wasn't crazy. My brothers would see me because I was scared. They'd have the exact same nightmare, the exact same fall, the exact same window, the exact same drum. They didn't know
Now I'm gonna go live on stream. I'm not a sponsor.
they built up
Track. This is like the first track going sell tire.
every night. I would hide under my blanket
12 reels right out
because
this
I felt that
song.
something
Care about
I'm soloing on players 8 with my with the Amazon. I've only played for like 50 hours. I'm soloing pretty good. Let's get the decoys up there. Yeah.
We can hear the eerie music. I can't hear it.
All right, there we go. All right, we're in it.
17 years old.
We're in this to win this. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this.
Hiding under the covers, praying for them.
Straight ruthless, leaving motherfuckers toothless, ending up clueless, not knowing who do this.
Jet black. I'm not talking brown.
Oh, I want that charm. I want that. Yep. I got it.
Their heads were shaved.
I got what I wanted.
About 3 inches taller than the ones on his left and right. I panicked. I jumped up and I was going to punch the one in the middle.
There we go.
I was 17 and ready.
Amulet. They didn't get that? They didn't even pick that up? Oh, it's not that good. Yeah, we're leveling great. It's great leveling. Guys, I'm gonna have to call it after this next game. I gotta go to the gas station. I'll be right back with an energy drink, ready to attack. Hopefully do another 2-hour live stream. I have no idea how long this one's been recording for on just the recording. It's about an hour. How long does this one say? About 2 hours. So yeah, I do about 3 to 6 hours of live streaming every day. At least 5 to 6 days out of the week. And other than that, I'm working on other platforms and YouTube channels. I'm a writer, I'm a creative executor, and soon to be CEO because I'm founder of Alien Studios, and I rep my own record label. My brother's a doctor, my cousin's a doctor, my other brother's a physician's associate. I got 3 lawyers. I got about 25 people that I know that are in the Marines and other militaries that I'm friends with. I got protection, and I got a Triforce to blow up. I'm gonna blow up. It's just a matter of time. It takes a few months, but we're all gonna blow up.
Being honest.
We're gonna all get famous. I got you guys.
Jumped when I was in the air.
I'm gonna put the work in. Once it's in, it's in, and we can all relax. I'm gonna be the going to solve world hunger and all that. I sure hope so, because that's a major problem. Motherfuckers gotta eat.
Ever since I was 3 years old.
You gotta eat, you know what I'm saying? Like, how unhealthy can that be? It's really bad. Alright, I did not start the new game yet, so let's start the new game for him. Alright, I gotta go to the store and get an energy drink. The guys, someone already took my name. Alright, I'll just join the game then. Instead of create, I'll join it. Yeah, we'll get that energy drink. I'm gonna be back. We're gonna be like, yeah, you guys like watching Diablo 1 too? It's pretty dope. Oh, you guys sent a message to me. Don't tip the boat over though. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I worked really hard on this. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe. Our YouTube channel really needs to get monetized. Come vibe with the tribe and hit that subscribe. I'm just trying to rhyme. Get a good catchphrase. We're starting advertising. Yeah. Training people in. Because my friend's launching an app. It's like a video game app that you can win money on, but it's only in Nigeria. But that's okay. I told him I can still get people from Nigeria to watch my videos and stuff. It's like, I got it translated and stuff. Yeah.
When I was a small kid, 3 to 4 years old, I had these recurring nightmares.
Pretty good.
Mom would come and grab me, pick me up, drop me
That
off
guy's just waiting for me to do all the work.
on my bed. Then I'd get forced back into sleep, not willing, just induced.
The heck was that?
Grabs me again. Wake up.
Sounded like Fatal Frontier.
And here's what convinced me I wasn't crazy. My brothers would sleep in my room because I was scared. And they had the exact same nightmare.
Alright, Wraith Flight. There. Taking these immune to lightnings out with Wraith Flight, no problem. Demon Arc is good too, but Wraith Flight just seems to be working great too as well. D2R doesn't have nearly as many uniques, and the uniques in this one are all rebalanced to superiority. It's great. Some rune words are so good in this game. The best are crafted rares and just corrupted, socketed. It's awesome. I love it. You could pretty much, the limits are endless. You could pretty much put together what you want. Like I put together this. I found these myself. These are great. I put this together. I got this given to me. I put this together. 16 to resist on it is really good. Got this, a perfect Mara's. This we need an upgrade on. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put it on Wraith Flight. Oh, I can't. Dang it. Oh well. Oh no, I can't get it on. Alright, looks like we're stuck with this one right now. Oh well. That's what happens sometimes. Man, could one of you guys electronically send me an energy drink? I need a monster. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I'm about to go to the store and get a couple monsters today. Maybe a couple of breakfast sandwiches too, you know? Alright, this is not a very good song. There we go. Just had to skip ahead a little bit. Alright, turn up the volume a little bit, let this kick.
And the beat keeps going, let's keep it going. I'm gonna check, I wanna check it out now.
And I read everything. I would read everything. You don't have to be afraid. I read everything you write. I will reach out to you tonight. Oh, Tombstone. Tombstone.
And I saw 3 of them. Jet black.
3 skeletons.
I'm not talking brown like people. I'm talking computer models.
Oh, it's got Pierce on it too. Alright. They're in the throne. What the heck? They're not in the throne yet.
I was gonna punch the one.
Alright guys, those watching with OBS, I gotta start doing
I
this.
jumped, and when I was in the air, that thing
Or if they're watching with Streamlabs, I had to start doing that. Those of you that are watching on here,
woke up in my bed.
well, it's the platforms watch it on, but I just want to say thank you very much for watching.
Ever since
I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Trigger the algorithm so videos get sent out to where they need to be seen at the time they need to be seen by the person they need to be seen by. Let's finish up this run and then we'll be done for now, and I'll be back in 20 minutes and we're going hardcore, brother. And I probably will be streaming the D1 and the D2R single player speed runs, and not with the Warlock, but D1 speed runs. And I can do speed runs with the Sorc and Amazon Pally, but the other ones I aren't as familiar with it. But once I do, we'll do speed runs again. Because I know how fun that is when I'm just speed running. And then we could do speed farming too and all that. Wow, guys, I really appreciate it. Putting in tips for me from Stream Elements, I really appreciate that. That's really nice of you guys. I appreciate it. Streamer highlights on Streamlabs is really good too. It auto generates the clips for you, but it's $25 a month for the plan. But you can get Streamlabs for free without needing to buy a plan or nothing. But with the plan, unlimited overlays, meaning on this one right here, these things there, it says that, and then it says live, I'm going live, those are overlays. It will work, it will make your gaming pretty, and it will help you get discovered, because attraction leads to discovery. Alright, I appreciate it so much, guys. I'm just gonna create another game for them, and then I'm gonna put on a song for you, let you know I'm ending soon. So we're gonna be ending soon. I'm gonna put on a Be Right Back. I'm just gonna stop it on OBS Studios. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Peace. So I just stopped recording on OBS Studios, so we still have that video. But let me put on a dope beat for you guys. Where do you want to hear this story? Yeah,
I was 17 years
on.
old the first time I saw them with my own 2 eyes.
Alright, after you've seen it once, you can leave. It's all good.
Not hiding under the covers.
I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. I'm gonna go get some
awake,
Monster Energy
and I finally
drinks.
got brave enough to peek.
Oh, I haven't had them for like
and I saw
6
3 of them,
days.
Jet black.
Oh my
I'm
god,
not talking
I'm so
brown
excited.
like people. I'm talking
Alright.
computer monitor black.
Have fun with the story.
Their heads were shaped
Make sure to
wrong,
please
and
comment,
the
like,
one in the middle
subscribe,
stood
so I
about
can
3
come
inches
back and
taller
double
than the
down
one
on what
left
makes
and
you
right.
happy.
I panicked.
Let's
I jumped up and I
always
was
smoke a
going to
little
punch
herb.
the one in the middle.
Alright,
I'm being
I'll be
honest,
right back,
I was
guys.
17 and ready
I can
to
leave
fight.
my headset on even though I'm
I
not
jumped, and when I was in the
near
air,
the room.
that
I
thing
can walk
snapped
about
his
15
fingers
feet
and I
away and
froze.
still talk.
Midair.
So yeah.
Boom. Time
Alright.
reversed. I woke up in my bed. But then I heard that eerie music again, and I knew it wasn't just a dream. Ever since I was 3 years old, I started having nightmares. But these weren't normal nightmares.
Be right back.
I'd close my eyes and 8 hours would
I
pass.
sit
like I
back
never
with
even
this
blinked.
bag of this weed
No
and these
sense of
zigzags.
sleeping, no
I don't
sense
know.
of
People say I
waking,
sound like
just
Eminem.
gone.
Trying to
And when I
find
looked
my
into it
socks.
I realized aliens can cause time latency.
But yeah, this is a true
can
story.
manipulate
People think I'm
time
just
itself.
crazy, but it's alright if you think I'm
When I
crazy,
was a small
right?
kid,
That can still
3 to 4
happen.
years
That still
old,
works.
I'd have these recurring
Thank you very
nightmares.
much. I
A
appreciate the
claw
tip.
would come and grab me,
Appreciate
pick me
the
up,
donations,
drop me
guys.
out
Let
the
me send the
window,
love.
and I'd wake up right in my bed.
Much love, guys. Much
But
love.
then I'd get forced back into
100.
sleep, not willingly,
Love.
just
Let me
induced.
type in the
Boom.
Streamlabs
The claw
here.
grabs me again. Wake up.
Thank
over
you.
and over. And here's what
I
convinced me I
appreciate
wasn't
you guys
crazy.
watching. Appreciate
My brothers would
you
sleep in my
all
room because I was
watching
scared, and they'd have the exact
tips.
same nightmare, the exact
Alright.
same claw,
I appreciate the
the
donations.
exact same window.
It really helps
the
fund my
exact same
project
drop.
to catch
They
online
didn't know
predators.
what I dreamed. I I didn't tell
Yeah,
them,
because I was
but
kidnapped
when
when
they
I was
woke
a
up,
kid
they
twice,
described it word
and
for
I'm trying to
word.
catch the dude online.
Every night, I would
I
hide
hit
under
up
my
Skeet
covers
Hansen and
because I felt that
or
something,
Skeeter Gene, I'll call
someone,
him,
was watching me,
and Scaling
and
Up
there was more than
Tetches.
one of them.
And yeah, they were in
Then came the
Minneapolis,
sound.
Minnesota. Skeeter
Not
Gene was
music,
when he found the
something
suit, busted
eerie,
him. I'm in Minneapolis,
something that let
Minnesota
me
right
know they
now.
were there.
I'll find them.
I'd hear it and I'd think, that's
I need
them.
security with me so I don't
I'd
end
hide
up
under my
hurting them.
covers,
But if
praying,
they try hurting me, then
just go
security can
away,
legally hurt
please,
them.
just
But,
go away.
Alright, no,
And when
I
it
have a
stopped,
story on, so I
I'd
might
take
as well
my
give
head
you a
out
live
from under the
scene.
covers,
Yeah.
and my
you
door
go.
would be open.
Sorry about that.
I swear to God I shut it. I know I shut it, but it was open.
Might as well give you the
This
video,
happened
too.
when I was a kid.
Alright, be right back, guys.
Not every night, but
Give me
often enough
15
that I could
minutes,
sense when there was something
I can
else in my
sign
room.
off, but I'll be
I
back
could hear
on.
the silence
I'll
that
let you
wasn't
know
really
through my
silence.
posts, my community posts on YouTube.
This next one,
I'm gonna add some
this is
clips
gonna
on
change
Twitch,
your mind
so it's more
forever.
exciting to watch for all those
I was maybe
people on
5
Twitch,
years old.
and
My
we're
brothers
gonna have
and
a
I
good
were
time.
in Blake's room.
Alright?
God
That's how
bless
we
him.
do it.
He's
We're gonna
passed
have
now.
ourselves a good
And
time.
we all have the same dream at the same
Thank you very
time.
much.
We didn't know until we
Dr.
woke up and
Furlbox,
told each other what we
aka
dreamed.
G
I was
Furl,
being sucked out
Mr.
of my
Furlbox.
house. Something was pulling
I
me,
found out
and I didn't
that
know what it was
most of the highest
until I
streamers
looked up.
and YouTube content
I saw a
creators
disc,
have
a
a name
circle,
similar to mine.
and a green ray
We're gonna
shooting
do
out
this,
of it.
guys. When I get rich, you
I
guys
looked
are coming
around
with
and I
me
saw
on
my
the
brothers
yacht.
floating up,
We're going on a
and I
cruise on a
yelled,
party boat.
"No, guys,
Pumping
grab each
gas,
other's
yeah.
hands.
Pumping
If we
gas.
hold together,
I'm in the
their
car
power
already,
can't be
and
stronger than ours.
Oh, guys, I'm
We
breaking
are
up.
human
I'm sorry.
beings. They cannot
I
control
can't really
us.
hear you guys.
We are
Oh,
their
crap.
masters."
Oh, it's breaking
And we
up.
held hands, and they couldn't
Can
pull
you guys
us
still
up.
hear me? Oh.
But then we dropped,
Or around in the
and we
corner.
started running.
Alright, it's off.
In your dreams, you can run fast.
See ya.
But this didn't feel like a dream. We ran a mile in maybe 20
See ya.
seconds.
I'll be back 15
This
minutes.
was 80th Street in Cottage Grove, Minnesota. Real place. 8224 Kimbrough Avenue South, on the corner of Kimbrough and 80th. We ran down 80th Street, took a left on Kimbrough, then into the field, and then we woke up. But when I woke up, my brothers were still sleeping, and their eyes were open, but they were white, like light coming out of them. I pinched myself. I could feel it. This was not a dream anymore. People ask me, "Grant, have you actually seen an alien with your own 2 eyes?" I looked a military man right in the eye and said yes. He worked for the Navy and the Air Force, and he said, "I believe you." Aliens are 50-50, half spiritual, half physical. God is 100% spiritual. We are 99% physical, 1% spiritual. But aliens, they're right in the middle. That's how they can get into this world, through your dreams. Because when you dream, you're in the spiritual world, what I call the nether world. What they're hiding from you is that this has been happening to people all over the world. Women are more likely to have abduction encounters than men, and they're more likely to remember them too. Scientists believe that in about 100 years, we'll be consensually reproducing with aliens. Let that sink in. The key word is consensually, which means we already are reproducing with aliens, just not consensually. Some of the world's leaders may be hybrids, alien-human hybrids walking among us right now. The government told me to stop talking about this. 6 years ago, they made it clear, if you don't stop, you'll go away for a very long time. But I think you need to know. The aliens aren't just visiting, they're running a program, a hybrid program. They've been doing it for decades, maybe centuries. They don't just abduct people for experiments, they're building something, a bridge between our species. Some of them are good. I've even telepathically called them down to help me when I was being attacked by other things, other sorts of weird anomalies. But the ones I saw at 17, the 3 black aliens that froze me midair, I don't know what they wanted. They didn't try to attack me. They just stood there, like they were observing, like they were waiting. When that one in the middle snapped his fingers and I froze, time reversed. I felt myself above the ground. I was only there for about a second, and boom, back in my bed. Deja vu. It happened twice. And then things got darker. Not just aliens, demons. I became an exorcist because I had to exorcise my own self. I welcomed the devil into my life because I wanted to see if he was real. I said, "Bring it on. Come here. Show me what you got." And my door opened a crack. I heard scratching in the walls. Time slowed down. I actually heard it, felt it slowing. And the room was shaking. Something snapped into me when I couldn't move or speak. It was terrifying, but also pleasant, relaxing, like it wanted me to let go. And then words came out of my mouth that I wasn't choosing. God came to me and I said, "With the power of God, I will bring you back to the world of the non-existent, where you'll never be able to harm another human ever again." And then, silence. The noise stopped. I could move again. I just encountered the devil, and evil does exist. I was in hell. My hell was a psych ward connected to a haunted mansion, with only one long red hallway connecting the two. At the end of that hallway was a tall man with a long neck and a bald head. I'd walk forever down that red hallway and never get any closer, but turn around only 3 steps back to the psych ward. And in that psych ward, the people checking me in, their jaws detached. I saw teeth. I felt them biting me. I could really feel the pain, in hell, or in my dream, wherever I was. 2 months I was there, and I'd wake up in real life, look at the clock, only 5 minutes had passed. So I was in a nightmare, but when I woke up, I was still in hell. Because only 5 minutes gone, and I'm so tired, but I can't go back to sleep because it would be another 2 months of being trapped. About 5 years after I met the devil, I saw the Grim Reaper. I was in a foster care home in Brooklyn Park for people with disabilities and traumatic brain injury. I didn't even fall asleep. I was just laying on my bed, and I looked over into my closet, and I saw a suit in there. Wait a minute, I don't have a suit. And then I saw arms and legs filling out this suit. The arms and legs stretched to about 20 feet long. This thing formed, with a skeleton, a sadistic smile that literally paralyzed me. I couldn't move. It gave me paralysis from pure fear. It moved very slowly but surely toward my bed, and the closer it got, the bigger his head grew. The more sadistic his smile became. I was freaking out. I couldn't talk. I couldn't try to exorcise it out. So I pretended I was God. I said, "This is God." And it wasn't my voice that came out. It was my words, but his voice, God's voice. And the thing was gone. When the Mother Spirit came to me, before I ever met God himself, she spoke in a biblical language. I asked her to speak one sentence that was part English so I could capture it. She said, "From God to hell we co-bathe." C-O-B-A-T-H, co-bath. There's no dictionary entry for that word. No language has it. What it means to me is, from God to hell we, meaning without me knowing what hell was, I would never know what heaven is. Opposites are actually equal. Night and day are the same, even though they're opposite. And when I finally met God, the male God, the protector, he came when the Grim Reaper touched my ankle. The pain shot through my entire leg up into my brain, and I said, "This is God." And I felt his power, like my... Boom, look up. That sky is not decoration, it is a map, and for thousands of years people did not look at it and say story. They looked at it and said religion, lived, worshipped, mapped. I'm not kidding. Hello everybody, Grant Furlong, Alpha, the beatboxing gamer, the Jinja Ninja. Tonight we go deep. Creation of the earth, the planets, the physics, and 2 great religious systems the modern world keeps calling myths. Greek religion and Hindu cosmology, when they were never myths to the people who lived them. Stay with me. This is not fluff. This is not rage bait. This is so you know how the pieces fit. First, the science, the cold facts. About 13.8 billion years ago, the universe began hot, dense state. Expansion, cooling. Hydrogen, helium. Gravity pulls gas into stars. Stars forge heavier elements. First generations of stars live, die, explode. Iron, carbon, oxygen. The stuff in your blood was forged in a furnace you will never stand next to. About 4.6 billion years ago, our solar system forms from a solar nebula, a spinning cloud of gas and dust. Collapse, protostar, disk. Planetesimals smash and stick. The young sun ignites. Rocky worlds form in the inner system. Gas giants form farther out. Earth takes shape from accretion, impacts, a magma ocean, a core of iron, a mantle, and eventually a crust that cools enough for oceans. The fine-tuning people talk about is real as a list of numbers. Perfect enough distance from the sun for liquid water, a large moon that stabilizes tilt, a magnetic field that shields the surface, an atmosphere that holds heat and lets light through. You can call that luck, you can call that physics, you can call that design. I'm not here to force your conclusion. I'm here to say the setup is not casual. The math is tight. The range for life is narrow. And that fact alone has made me stop cold under a Minnesota sky and just breathe. Now, Greek religion. And I need you to hear me on this. Stop calling it mythology like it was only bedtime entertainment. For the ancient Greeks, the Olympians were a religion, lived practice, temples, priests, sacrifices, festivals, oracles, oaths sworn in the names of gods, cities named and protected under patron deities. This was their sacred order, not a comic book, not a Disney movie, a worldview about power, fate, justice, weather, war, love, and the structure of the world. Zeus, sky, king, thunder, the one who holds the weather the way a government holds law, except this is older than any parliament. Hera, Hestia of the hearth, Athena of strategy and craft, Apollo of light, music, prophecy, Artemis, Poseidon of the sea, Demeter of the grain that keeps a people alive, Hades of the underworld, Aphrodite, Ares, Hephaestus at the forge, Hermes the messenger, Dionysus. These were not cartoon characters. People made offerings. People built the Parthenon. People traveled to Delphi. People mapped the night sky as stories of gods and heroes because the sky was sacred geometry, theology written in light. Orion, Draco, Pegasus. The constellations were not wallpaper. They were memory systems, moral systems, calendar systems, a way to hand down who we were and who rules above us. When Greek religion looked up, it saw divinity in pattern, order in chaos, personality in the forces that could drown a ship or ripen a field. So when someone laughs and says Greek myth, I push back. Language matters. Myth can mean sacred story. Fine. But in modern talk, myth means fake, and that is dishonest to the Greeks who worshipped. Their religion explained creation, kingship, justice after death, and why the world has form. You do not have to convert to respect that it was real religion to real people. Now Hindu cosmology, and this is where science and spirituality shake hands in a way that still messes with me. Hindu time is not a short straight line. It is cycles, huge cycles. Brahma creates, Vishnu preserves, Shiva dissolves so creation can begin again. A day of Brahma, a kalpa, is described as about 4.32 billion years. Think about that number, 4.32 billion. Modern geology puts Earth at roughly 4.54 billion years. Life appears in a window measured in billions, not thousands. The scale of Hindu religious time matches the scale of deep time science finally admitted. That is not me saying a textbook copied a Sanskrit text last Tuesday. That is me saying the ancients were not small-minded. They were thinking in ages of ages, while other cultures were arguing over a few thousand years on a chalkboard. Yugas, manvantaras, universes that breathe out and breathe in, matter as Maya, appearance, self as Atman, ultimate reality as Brahman, formation and destruction and formation again. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, not Halloween costumes, deities of process, generator, sustainer, transformer. That is cosmology dressed as devotion. Temples still fill, mantras still move air, pilgrims still walk. This is a living religion for over 1 billion people. So do not call it a myth like it expired. It did not expire. It maps world ages the way physics maps epochs. Put the threads next to each other. Science. Singularity to stars, to nebula, to earth, to biosphere. Precise. Cold. Testable. Pieces. Greek religion. Gods as living powers in sky, sea, underworld, city, and fate. Worshipped with ritual and law. Hindu cosmology. Cyclical time measured in billions. Creator, preserver, destroyer as the engine of existence. Different languages, same hunger. How did this place get here? Who or what holds it? Why does order keep winning just enough for life to stand up and speak? I was raised around church teaching, Catholic, Lutheran threads in the fabric. Faith is believing without needing to see. Faith is refusing to only trust what you see and letting faith drag you toward what you already know is true. For me, God and what I call the Mother Spirit, that protective pull, sit with the same awe I feel when I hear the age of the universe out loud. Half spiritual, half physical. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. So here's the synthesis, plain. The Big Bang is not the enemy of the sacred. Fine-tuning is not a gotcha meme. Greek religion is not a discarded fairy tale. It is a complete sacred system that built temples and named the sky. Hindu cosmology is not superstition. It is a civilizational clock that thought in billions while the lab was still catching up. When you study accretion disks and iron cores, you are reading one dialect of the architect's code. When you stand in a temple or under Orion, you are reading another dialect of the same hunger for origin and meaning. You want proof? Enough proof to humble you. The universe has an age. Stars die so planets can live. Earth sits in a narrow, habitable band. Ancient peoples built entire religions to explain the same sky, with devotion instead of scoffing. That pattern of reverence plus rigor is the evidence that speaks if you will listen. Personal, 30 seconds. Minnesota. I remember walking home one night, Twin Cities air, cold enough to see your breath. I felt watched by the whole dome of stars, not hunted, watched. The old fear from when I was young, the shadows, the freeze in my chest, it loosened. I did not feel small. I felt placed. I looked up toward Orion, and I did not see a cartoon. I saw a door. And in that second, I knew I was not just a guy from Minnesota making loops and beats. I was a coordinate on a map older than my name. Faith was not me pretending. Faith was me finally agreeing with what the sky had been saying the whole time. Boom. If this hit you, like the video. Subscribe if you want more of this kind of content. Science, sacred systems, and the real sky. Leave it in the comments. Have you ever felt the sky look back? Talk to me about it. Hit me up. Grant Furlong, Alpha, the beatboxing gamer, also called the Jinja Ninja. We will keep following the code. Peace. Boom, look up. That sky is not decoration, it is a map, and for thousands of years people did not look at it and say story. They looked at it and said religion, lived, worshipped, mapped. I'm not kidding. Hello everybody, Grant Furlong, Alpha, the beatboxing gamer, the Jinja Ninja. Tonight we go deep. Creation of the earth, the planets, the physics, and two great religious systems the modern world keeps calling myths. Greek religion and Hindu cosmology, when they were never myths to the people who lived them. Stay with me. This is not fluff. This is not rage bait. This is so you know how the pieces fit. First, the science, the cold facts. About 13.8 billion years ago, the universe began from a hot, dense state. Expansion, cooling. Hydrogen, helium. Gravity pulls gas into stars. Stars forge heavier elements. First generations of stars live, die, explode. Iron, carbon, oxygen. The stuff in your blood was forged in a furnace you will never stand next to. About 4.6 billion years ago, our solar system formed from a solar nebula, a spinning cloud of gas and dust. Collapse, protostar, disk. Planetesimals smash and stick. The young sun ignites. Rocky worlds form in the inner system. Gas giants form farther out. Earth takes shape from accretion, impacts, a magma ocean, a core of iron, a mantle, and eventually a crust that cools enough for oceans. The fine-tuning people talk about is real as a list of numbers. Perfect enough distance from the sun for liquid water. A large moon that stabilizes tilt. A magnetic field that shields the surface, an atmosphere that holds heat and lets light through. You can call that luck, you can call that physics, you can call that design. I'm not here to force your conclusion. I'm here to say the setup is not casual. The math is tight. The range for life is narrow. And that fact alone has made me stop cold under a Minnesota sky and just breathe. Now, Greek religion, and I need you to hear me on this. Stop calling it mythology like it was only bedtime entertainment. For the ancient Greeks, the Olympians were a religion, lived practice, temples, priests, sacrifices, festivals, oracles, oaths sworn in the names of gods, cities named and protected under patron deities. This was their sacred order, not a comic book, not a Disney movie, a worldview about power, fate, justice, weather, war, love, and the structure of the world. Zeus, sky, king, thunder, the one who holds the weather the way a government holds law, except this is older than any parliament. Hera, Hestia of the hearth, Athena of strategy and craft, Apollo of light, music, prophecy, Artemis, Poseidon of the sea, Demeter of the grain that keeps a people alive, Hades of the underworld, Aphrodite, Ares, Hephaestus at the forge, Hermes the messenger, Dionysus. These were not cartoon characters. People made offerings. People built the Parthenon. People traveled to Delphi. People mapped the night sky as stories of gods and heroes because the sky was sacred geometry, theology written in light. Orion, Draco, Pegasus. The constellations were not wallpaper. They were memory systems, moral systems, calendar systems, a way to hand down who we were and who rules above us. When Greek religion looked up, it saw divinity in pattern, order in chaos, personality in the forces that could drown a ship or ripen a field. So when someone laughs and says Greek myth, I push back. Language matters. Myth can mean sacred story. Fine. But in modern talk, myth means fake, and that is dishonest to the Greeks who worshipped. Their religion explained creation, kingship, justice after death, and why the world has form. You do not have to convert to respect that it was real religion to real people. Now Hindu cosmology, and this is where science and spirituality shake hands in a way that still messes with me. Hindu time is not a short straight line. It is cycles, huge cycles. Brahma creates, Vishnu preserves, Shiva dissolves so creation can begin again. A day of Brahma, a kalpa, is described as about 4.32 billion years. Think about that number, 4.32 billion. Modern geology puts Earth at roughly 4.54 billion years. Life appears in a window measured in billions, not thousands. The scale of Hindu religious time matches the scale of deep time science finally admitted. That is not me saying a textbook copied a Sanskrit text last Tuesday. That is me saying the ancients were not small-minded. They were thinking in ages of ages while other cultures were arguing over a few thousand years on a chalkboard. Yugas, Manvantaras, universes that breathe out and breathe in, matter as Maya, appearance, self as Atman, ultimate reality as Brahman, formation and destruction and formation again. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, not Halloween costumes, deities of process, generator, sustainer, transformer. That is cosmology dressed as devotion. Temples still fill, mantras still move air, pilgrims still walk. This is a living religion for over 1 billion people. So do not call it a myth like it expired. It did not expire. It maps world ages the way physics maps epochs. Put the threads next to each other. Science. Singularity to stars, to nebula, to earth, to biosphere. Precise. Cold. Testable. Pieces. Greek religion. Gods as living powers in sky, sea, underworld, city, and fate, worshipped with ritual and law. Hindu cosmology, cyclical time measured in billions, creator, preserver, destroyer as the engine of existence. Different languages, same hunger. How did this place get here? Who or what holds it? Why does order keep winning just enough for life to stand up and speak? I was raised around church teaching, Catholic, Lutheran threads in the fabric, Faith is believing without needing to see. Fate is refusing to only trust what you see and letting faith drag you toward what you already know is true. For me, God and what I call the Mother Spirit, that protective pull, sit with the same awe I feel when I hear the age of the universe out loud. Half spiritual, half physical. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. So here's the synthesis, plain. The Big Bang is not the enemy of the sacred. Fine-tuning is not a gotcha meme. Greek religion is not a discarded fairy tale. It is a complete sacred system that built temples and named the sky. Hindu cosmology is not superstition. It is a civilizational clock that thought in billions while the lab was still catching up. When you study accretion disks and iron cores, you are reading one dialect of the architect's code. When you stand in a temple or under Orion, you are reading another dialect of the same hunger for origin and meaning. You want proof? Enough proof to humble you. The universe has an age. Stars die so planets can live. Earth sits in a narrow, habitable band. Ancient peoples built entire religions to explain the same sky with devotion instead of scoffing. That pattern of reverence plus rigor is the evidence that speaks if you will listen. Personal, 30 seconds. Minnesota. I remember walking home one night, Twin Cities air, cold enough to see your breath. I felt watched by the whole dome of stars, not hunted, watched. The old fear from when I was young, the shadows, the freeze in my chest. It loosened. I did not feel small. I felt placed. I looked up toward Orion, and I did not see a cartoon. I saw a door. And in that second, I knew I was not just a guy from Minnesota making loops and beats. I was a coordinate on a map older than my name. Faith was not me pretending. Faith was me finally agreeing with what the sky had been saying the whole time. Boom. If this hit you, like the video. Subscribe if you want more of this kind of content. Science, sacred systems, and the real sky. Leave it in the comments. Have you ever felt the sky look back? Talk to me about it. Hit me up. Grant Furlong, Alpha, the beatboxing gamer, also called the Ginger Ninja. We will keep following the code. Peace. Boom, look up. That sky is not decoration, it is a map, and for thousands of years people did not look at it and say story. They looked at it and said religion, lived, worshipped, mapped. I'm not kidding. Hello everybody, Grant Furlong, Alpha, the beatboxing gamer, the Ginger Ninja. Tonight we go deep. Creation of the earth, the planets, the physics, and two great religious systems the modern world keeps calling myths. Greek religion and Hindu cosmology, when they were never myths to the people who lived them. Stay with me. This is not fluff. This is not rage bait. This is so you know how the pieces fit. First, the science, the cold facts. About 13.8 billion years ago, hot, dense state. Expansion, cooling. Hydrogen, helium. Gravity pulls gas into stars. Stars forge heavier elements. First generations of stars live, die, explode. Iron, carbon, oxygen. The stuff in your blood was forged in a furnace you will never stand next to. About 4.6 billion years ago, our solar system formed from a solar nebula, a spinning cloud of gas and dust. Collapse, protostar, disk. Planetesimals smash and stick. The young sun ignites. Rocky worlds form in the inner system. Gas giants form farther out. Earth takes shape from accretion, impacts, a magma ocean, a core of iron, a mantle, and eventually a crust that cools enough for oceans. The fine-tuning people talk about is real as a list of numbers. Perfect enough distance from the sun for liquid water, a large moon that stabilizes tilt, a magnetic field that shields the surface, an atmosphere that holds heat and lets light through. You can call that luck, you can call that physics, you can call that design. I'm not here to force your conclusion. I'm here to say the setup is not casual. The math is tight. The range for life is narrow. And that fact alone has made me stop cold under a Minnesota sky and just breathe. Now, Greek religion. And I need you to hear me on this. Stop calling it mythology like it was only bedtime entertainment. For the ancient Greeks, the Olympians were a religion, lived practice, temples, priests, sacrifices, festivals, oracles, oaths sworn in the names of gods, cities named and protected under patron deities. This was their sacred order, not a comic book, not a Disney movie, a worldview about power, fate, justice, weather, war, love, and the structure of the world. Zeus, sky, king, thunder, the one who holds the weather the way a government holds law, except this is older than any parliament. Hera, Hestia of the hearth, Athena of strategy and craft, Apollo of light, music, prophecy, Artemis, Poseidon of the sea, Demeter of the grain that keeps a people alive, Hades of the underworld, Aphrodite, Ares, Hephaestus at the forge, Hermes the messenger, Dionysus. These were not cartoon characters. People made offerings. People built the Parthenon. People traveled to Delphi. People mapped the night sky as stories of gods and heroes because the sky was sacred geometry, theology written in light. Orion, Draco, Pegasus. The constellations were not wallpaper. They were memory systems, moral systems, calendar systems, a way to hand down who we were and who rules above us. When Greek religion looked up, it saw divinity in pattern, order in chaos, personality in the forces that could drown a ship or ripen a field. So when someone laughs and says Greek myth, I push back. Language matters. Myth can mean sacred story. Fine. But in modern talk, myth means fake, and that is dishonest to the Greeks who worshipped. Their religion explained creation, kingship, justice after death, and why the world has form. You do not have to convert to respect that it was real religion to real people. Now Hindu cosmology, and this is where science and spirituality shake hands in a way that still messes with me. Hindu time is not a short straight line. It is cycles, huge cycles. Brahma creates, Vishnu preserves, Shiva dissolves so creation can begin again. A day of Brahma, a kalpa, is described as about 4.32 billion years. Think about that number, 4.32 billion. Modern geology puts Earth at roughly 4.54 billion years. Life appears in a window measured in billions, not thousands. The scale of Hindu religious time matches the scale of deep time science finally admitted. That is not me saying a textbook copied a Sanskrit text last Tuesday. That is me saying the ancients were not small-minded. They were thinking in ages of ages, while other cultures were arguing over a few thousand years on a chalkboard. Yugas, manvantaras, universes that breathe out and breathe in, matter as Maya, appearance, self as Atman, ultimate reality as Brahman, formation and destruction and formation again. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, not Halloween costumes, deities of process, generator, sustainer, transformer. That is cosmology dressed as devotion. Temples still fill, mantras still move air, pilgrims still walk. This is a living religion for over 1 billion people. So do not call it a myth like it expired. It did not expire. It maps world ages the way physics maps epochs. Put the threads next to each other. Science. Singularity to stars, to nebula, to earth, to biosphere. Precise. Cold. Testable. Pieces. Greek religion. Gods as living powers in sky, sea, underworld, city, and fate. Worshipped with ritual and law. Hindu cosmology. Cyclical time measured in billions. Creator, preserver, destroyer as the engine of existence. Different languages, same hunger. How did this place get here? Who or what holds it? Why does order keep winning just enough for life to stand up and speak? I was raised around church teaching, Catholic, Lutheran threads in the fabric. Faith is believing without needing to see. Faith is refusing to only trust what you see and letting faith drag you toward what you already know is true. For me, God and what I call the Mother Spirit, that protective pull, sit with the same awe I feel when I hear the age of the universe out loud. Half spiritual, half physical. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. So here's the synthesis, plain. The Big Bang is not the enemy of the sacred. Fine-tuning is not a gotcha meme. Greek religion is not a discarded fairy tale. It is a complete sacred system that built temples and named the sky. Hindu cosmology is not superstition. It is a civilizational clock that thought in billions while the lab was still catching up. When you study accretion disks and iron cores, you are reading one dialect of the architect's code. When you stand in a temple or under Orion, you are reading another dialect of the same hunger for origin and meaning. You want proof? Enough proof to humble you. The universe has an age. Stars die so planets can live. Earth sits in a narrow, habitable band. Ancient peoples built entire religions to explain the same sky with devotion instead of scoffing. That pattern of reverence plus rigor is the evidence that speaks if you will listen. Personal, 30 seconds. Minnesota. I remember walking home one night, Twin Cities air, cold enough to see your breath. I felt watched by the whole dome of stars, not hunted, watched. The old fear from when I was young, the shadows, the freeze in my chest, it loosened. I did not feel small. I felt placed. I looked up toward Orion, and I did not see a cartoon. I saw a door. And in that second, I knew I was not just a guy from Minnesota making loops and beats. I was a coordinate on a map older than my name. Faith was not me pretending. Faith was me finally agreeing with what the sky had been saying the whole time. Boom. If this hit you, like the video. Subscribe if you want more of this kind of content. Science, sacred systems, and the real sky. Leave it in the comments. Have you ever felt the sky look back? Talk to me about it. Hit me up. Grant Furlong, Alpha, the beatboxing gamer, also called the Ginger Ninja. We will keep following the code. Peace. Boom, look up. That sky is not decoration, it is a map, and for thousands of years people did not look at it and say story. They looked at it and said religion, lived, worshipped, mapped. I'm not kidding. Hello everybody, Grant Furlong, Alpha, the beatboxing gamer, the Ginger Ninja. Tonight we go deep. Creation of the earth, the planets, the physics, and two great religious systems the modern world keeps calling myths. Greek religion and Hindu cosmology, when they were never myths to the people who lived them. Stay with me. This is not fluff. This is not rage bait. This is so you know how the pieces fit. First, the science, the cold facts. About 13.8 billion years ago, the universe began from a hot, dense state. Expansion, cooling. Hydrogen, helium. Gravity pulls gas into stars. Stars forge heavier elements. First generations of stars live, die, explode. Iron, carbon, oxygen. The stuff in your blood was forged in a furnace you will never stand next to. About 4.6 billion years ago, our solar system forms from a solar nebula, a spinning cloud of gas and dust. Collapse, protostar, disk. Planetesimals smash and stick. The young sun ignites. Rocky worlds form in the inner system. Gas giants form farther out. Earth takes shape from accretion, impacts, a magma ocean, a core of iron, a mantle, and eventually a crust that cools enough for oceans. The fine-tuning people talk about is real as a list of numbers. Perfect enough distance from the sun for liquid water. A large moon that stabilizes tilt. A magnetic field that shields the surface, an atmosphere that holds heat and lets light through. You can call that luck, you can call that physics, you can call that design. I'm not here to force your conclusion. I'm here to say the setup is not casual. The math is tight. The range for life is narrow. And that fact alone has made me stop cold under a Minnesota sky and just breathe. Now, Greek religion, and I need you to hear me on this. Stop calling it mythology like it was only bedtime entertainment. For the ancient Greeks, the Olympians were
Back, guys.
lived
I'm back.
temples, priests,
You didn't think I was gonna be coming back, did ya? Well, I'm here.
Oaths sworn.
I'll
in
let
the
you
names of
enjoy this a little
gods.
bit more while I eat my
Cities named and
sandwich.
protected under patron
Yeah.
deities.
Thank
This
you for
was
the
their
tips and
sacred
donation,
order.
guys. I really
Not a
appreciate
comic
it.
book, not a Disney movie. A worldview about power.
Not so good at
fate,
Twitch because I started on
justice,
YouTube,
weather,
but we gotta
war,
spread it to
love,
TikTok,
and the structure of the
Facebook,
world.
Instagram,
Zeus,
Twitch,
sky,
and
king,
X.
thunder.
Let's keep
The
it
one
up.
who
Let's
holds
keep
the
rolling.
weather the way a
All
government
right.
holds
So
law.
when we rolling
Except
up,
this is
we
older
don't
than any
give a
parliament.
We strapped
Hera,
up
Hestia
and we
of the
just
hearth,
ready to
Athena
have
of
some
strategy and
fun.
craft,
We got that
Apollo of
Malibu,
light,
pineapple,
music,
coconut,
prophecy,
caribou,
Artemis,
rum
Poseidon
with
of
the
the
Ron
sea,
Diaz lemon,
Demeter
hit
of
the
the
tongue,
grain
let
that keeps
the
the
cops
people
come.
alive,
I don't give a
Hades of the underworld, Aphrodite, Ares, Hephaestus at the forge,
Alright,
Hermes
new
the
video.
messenger, Dionysus.
Let's see if I got something
These
even
were
more.
not cartoon characters. People made
Well, I don't know if I
offerings.
can show
People
you this,
built the
guys, but
Parthenon. People traveled
there's a
to
document
Delphi.
of
People mapped
it's
the night sky
declassified,
as
so I can
stories
show
of
you,
gods
but
and heroes because the sky
is-
was sacred geometry.
it is
Theology
declassified,
written
but
in light.
you know what? We'll just go on my channel because I can't
Draco,
find it in
Pegasus.
there. So
The constellations
we'll go
were not
on
wallpaper.
this one
They
right
were
here.
memory systems.
This is pretty
moral
creepy.
systems,
All right.
calendar systems.
I do these
a
science
way to hand
videos
down
about how the
who we
Earth was
were
created
and who rules above us.
how my religion
When Greek
actually
religion
relates to
looked
the
up, it saw
spiritual
divinity
encounters
and
that I've
pattern,
had. So let's
order
play
and
this.
chaos.
Let's pause this. You're about to see some crazy Ooh, I don't want
Hello,
to swear all
everybody.
the time
I'd like
anymore.
to talk to you about something the
this.
government does not want you to know, does not want me to talk about.
You're gonna freak.
And after what just dropped in July 2026, I'm not kidding.
Do not
You're not
tell
going to
anybody that
believe
I
what they
posted
finally
this.
admitted. On July 10th,
Especially not on
2026,
live.
the Pentagon released their fourth batch of
I did government
declassified
services,
UFO
and
files. 40
I
new
really shouldn't be
documents,
talking about this,
19
but this is
videos,
declassified.
4
This
audio
isn't classified,
recordings,
so
3
everyone
images,
has the right to post
and they
anything
came
they want
from
about
everywhere.
this.
The Pentagon, NASA, the CIA, the FBI, the Department of Energy.
I probably
This
shouldn't have
is
said
not
that.
BS. This is real. And one of those files, boom, a naval aviator with 28 years of experience,
Just taking a little break.
28
Get me
years,
situated while
wrote
I
down
take
5 words that keep me up at
Yuki.
night. He said the object was
We're coming
unlike
back.
anything I had seen. 28 years of flying
Let's
military
get it
aircraft for the
cracking.
Navy
We're coming
and Air
back
Force.
like a
And this thing
kraken.
was so
A
far
giant
beyond his
squid
understanding
ready to
that he
flood.
couldn't
You
even
better learn
categorize
how
it.
to swim,
A
or else you
rectangular
better
object,
float, or else
moving
you're
at
gonna
speed that took it out
drown.
of his
We're
field of
coming
view
back.
in
Things
seconds.
I say may be a
You
little
think I'm making
profound.
this up,
A
but
little
I'm not.
profanity
I'm
never
being
hurted
honest. I'm
anybody.
being
It
honest.
only taught them the words
Here's
they
where it
shouldn't
gets
say.
personal.
But this is not a
Because when the
reality. This is a
government releases
duality I
files
lived
that
in.
describe objects that don't
Government
make
used to think I
sound,
was
that
crazy,
have
that
no
I made
visible
sounds
pulse,
out of my mouth that they
that
thought
appear
was
rectangular,
raging. People in a
faster than
rage
anything
bait,
we've
they
ever
tried to
built.
accuse me
It
of
sounds
starting
exactly
a
like
riot.
that to me.
I was all
And I feel I'm
quiet.
being swayed.
They asked me how did I
Insane
plead.
or crazy,
I say I
but I'm
plead
actually
not
very
guilty.
logical.
Fuck the DA.
So,
You
it started out
too.
really weird.
Don't come up in my
Let's go back
jail
to
cell and tell me I ain't
September
getting no shoes.
Pantex
I paid my mother
America's primary
God,
nuclear weapons assembly
freaking
facility.
booking fees, so
Two
give me my
security
cup of
officers
coffee.
on patrol, and an unidentified object.
I should be
in
getting the best medical
over the
attention.
facility.
I never even
The
deserved to
entire
have to
plan
do
was
one
on
tail
lockdown.
in that
These 2
detention
officers
center.
chase it. They get out of their vehicle. They watch it through binoculars.
So I be spinning a ribbon and
Here's
kicking
what
the
the
mimic and the
official report
motherfuckers are
says.
trying to be spinning legitimate
The
shit.
object did not make any sound.
I just started
They
rapping
were
like 3
unable
months
to
ago, and
identify any type
every
of
time I'm
propulsion
talking
system.
now, people think I'm rapping.
It hovered
because they
there
think
for
that just
1 to
because
2
I'm rhyming
minutes,
when I'm
completely
talking, that
silent,
they think I'm rapping.
and then
Really,
continued
what's
north,
happening?
off-site.
It's just I don't give a crap
Over a
coming at you
nuclear
like a
weapons
kraken,
facility, and
coming
nobody
out
could
to
explain
Earth,
what it was.
transversing into an
Now let
elephant
me
with
tell you
tusks.
something.
And
When I was
now,
17
we really
years
don't
old,
know how to
I
give
walked
up.
out of my house
But
and
we
I
got
heard eerie
hockey pucks
music.
coming at our face.
Music
Yes,
that
I'm in
nobody else could
Minnesota,
hear.
United States.
followed
I
them,
don't put
and around the
on
corner,
the slates.
boom,
I know what the stakes
3
are.
figures,
When I put the stakes
black,
in, I'm ready to begin
brown
with this
like
flow.
people,
When I'm spitting,
black,
people other be
like a
spitting
computer
illegitimate
monitor.
lyrics. When I just
And one of them
spit
raised
this so
his hand,
explicitly,
snapped
I'm
his
coming at
fingers,
you
and
with
I
the
froze in
diversity.
midair.
Man, I graduated
stopped.
varsity.
I could see
Here we
everything
go now,
that I
party.
And then, boom, time gets reversed and I wake up in my bed. Just like that. No sound, no explanation. Same silence those officers described at Pantex. You see the pattern?
Tell your friends.
The government has
Thanks, tell your
334
friends.
declassified files now.
Thank you, Eddie. Tell your
334.
friends. I appreciate
And they
that.
still
I
can't tell us what
appreciate the
these
tip.
things are.
Thank you very
But
much.
let me tell you what I know. So, it started out
AI
really weird.
viewers.
Ever since I was 3 years old, I started having
Streamboot.com.
nightmares.
I don't
Nightmares
think
that were
so.
vivid.
I don't
Nightmares
need
that I
any
feel like I
AI
never had gone to
viewers.
sleep or
And if
woke.
I'm getting them, I'm
And
already
I know
getting
what you're
them.
thinking. You
I got
probably
paid
think this dude is
promotions.
just creative. But
Donate,
hear me
become
out.
monetized, get paid
The Pentagon
promotions.
just released a
If people
transcript
don't
from
want to subscribe, that's up to
1949.
them. But
Los
we already
Alamos, New
got
Mexico,
almost 1/4
the
million
same
views
place they
in
built the
3
atomic
months. They're
bomb.
like, this
The
kid's
top
gonna blow
physicists
up.
in the world,
And I ain't a kid
Manhattan
anymore. I
Project
just feel like
scientists,
one.
the smartest human beings on the
Because my
planet at that
growth was
time.
stunted when
They
I got
held a
hunted
conference,
down by the
and they
corrupted
tried
cops
to
in Cottage
explain
Grove.
green
All they cared
fireballs
about was trying
that
to
had been
take down my
spotted over
crop.
the nuclear
I was
lab.
only 9 years
They threw
old.
out every theory
Cottage
they
Grove,
had.
man.
Meteors?
The cops I saw
No.
in the news
A
that one of them
prominent
got
astronomer said
arrested and put
nothing
in
like
prison
this
for
has ever
10
been
years
observed
for
in the case
sexually
of meteorite
molesting a
drops.
student, and now I want to
These
chop
were the
his
people
head
who
off.
split the
I'm like,
atom,
it's signed to
and they
Axe
couldn't
Murder
explain
Boys.
lights in the sky
You know,
over
some of
their
the
own
stuff I
facility.
spit may be a little bit
And speaking of
explicit
things
for
we
some
can't
of the
explain,
ears listening.
in 1948,
so I'm gonna
the
cut
Air
it
Force
out, and
launched
that's why I
Project Sign,
censor out my
their
swear
first
words
official
before
UFO
I
investigation.
spit them, so I don't have to
They
censor it out
cataloged
later.
100
Because you can
sightings
still
from
understand when I say,
1947
you
to
mother,
1948 alone.
you know what I'm saying?
100 in
Yeah.
1 year. And
Listen
that
to
was
the
just the
story.
beginning.
It's dope.
Now here's what I want you to understand.
Thank you for viewing,
The government
you guys.
has
It took
admitted
like 3 months
officially
to even get to 9
in
concurrent
documents
viewers.
signed and released
I appreciate
that
it.
objects exist
Are
which
you
break our
enjoying the story?
understanding of physics.
Because we're soon going to get
The
back
July
to the game. I hope you're not
2026
enjoying the
release
story
includes
more than the
footage
game.
from 2025 over the Indo-Pacific. A military sensor tracked what it described as a
that's a
six-pointed
monster.
star
I'm
over
drinking
the
a
Yellow
monster,
Sea.
bro.
Another
So
video tracked an
freaking good.
object over the East China
But I
Sea
do
for
have
several
Tourette's,
minutes.
so it's hard not swearing.
These are not
but
swamp gas. These
Yeah,
are not weather balloons.
I'm in the living room
These
right
are objects
now.
tracked by the most advanced military sensor systems on Earth, and the Pentagon's official position is,
Can you guys
we don't
still
know
hear
what they
me?
are.
Is it breaking up?
But let me get more into
Breaking
that a
up
little bit. You
Crap.
want to know the craziest part? There's a 1955 CIA memorandum
Hold on one
in
sec,
this
guys.
release that analyzes reports of, quote, flying saucers or unconventional aircraft and references something called Project Y, a joint U.S.-Canadian aerospace program that was researching saucer-like aircraft. Think about that. In 1955, the CIA was writing memos about flying saucers, while the government was simultaneously telling the public there was nothing to see. And you think this is all in my head? Leave it in the comments. Talk to me about it. Because here's what happened to me. After the aliens froze me in midair, my life took a turn into pure darkness. I started hearing scratching in the walls. I got an invitation, and I'm not kidding. An invitation from something demonic. A voice telling me to let it in. And in my foster care home in Brooklyn Park, I woke up one night and saw the Grim Reaper, a skeleton in a cloak standing in my closet, creeping toward me. I couldn't move. I couldn't scream. This is not rage bait. This is not trying to get views. This is so that you know the truth. And here's where it all comes together. The government admits there are objects that defy physics. The government admits they've been tracking these things since at least 1947. The government admits they held conferences with atomic scientists who couldn't explain what was in the sky. And I'm telling you, I have seen things, felt things, been frozen in the air by beings I can't explain. But here's the part the government will never tell you, and this is the most important thing I will ever say in any video. After everything, the nightmares, the aliens, the demon, the Grim Reaper, there was something else, a presence, a protector. I call it the Mother Spirit, and I found God through surviving what should have killed me. Faith is believing in something without needing to see it, and fate is to not believe what you see, but to have your faith guide you into seeing what you believe. I pretended I was God, and out my mouth came, "This is God," and his voice came out with the words I chose. You want to know why God exists? Because I said so. Because I summoned him. The Pentagon can release 1,000 more files. They can declassify every document in their archives, but they will never be able to explain what I know in my soul. They're looking for answers in physics and propulsion systems and infrared sensors. And I'm telling you, the answer isn't out there in the sky. It's in here. Grant Furlong, aka Alpha. I'm the beatboxing gamer. I'm also called the Jinja Ninja. Please like, subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Hit me up in the comments. Have you ever seen something you couldn't explain? Have you ever had a nightmare that felt more real than waking life? I want to hear your story too, because maybe together we can piece together what the government is still trying to figure out.
Alright guys, I gotta take a little break again. I'm saying ending, but really I'm just gonna say be right back, because I am gonna be right back in a very short amount of time. I just didn't want to leave that same video on. When I came back it was someone else's video. I don't want to get copyrighted. But check this build out. This is my favorite build. I think you guys saw this at the beginning of the clip. No, this is different. This is my magic arrow. Okay, yeah, this build's so sick, but still, look how fast she can run. Oh wait, no, this is my freezing arrow. Yeah, she's insane. I can't wait till I turn my jabs on into using that javelin that I showed you guys before. Oh wait, that one's on single player. Dang it. Yep, I'm just collecting a bunch of crafting material until I can finally get it, you know. But yeah, we're just taking a short break and then I'll go right back to live scene. Here we are. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I couldn't do this without you. I wouldn't want to. You guys make me feel alive inside. I've been feeling dead for way too long. Look at that. 100 MF. Oh, I love this game. It's still better than PoE 2, I think. I don't know. I would say that just because Diablo's been around longer for me and I love it more, I'd say I like Diablo 2 better than PoE, but I still love PoE 2, and that's my second favorite game, and my third favorite would be Diablo 4. And then tied with second and third would be Hero Siege and probably Diablo 1. And then Diablo 3's tight, but in 2 weeks I'm pretty much endgame done, topped out, capped out, done. Just ready to duel people, and nobody wants to duel me because they don't know how the dueling works in Diablo 3. It's balanced. Paragon 1500 can kill a Paragon 10,000. It's about your skill mainly, because once you're dealing up to 1,000,000 DPS, then you just need to dodge their attacks, and you can come up and. So I still like Diablo 3. Once they put out PvP, it was pretty sick, but there will never be any game as PvP like Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, I think it was, and then Diablo 1 and Diablo 2. And then at first, World of Warcraft was a pretty good PvP game, but other than that, yeah, Blizzard has put out the best PvP games, and Warcraft 3 was awesome, Age of Empires 2 was awesome. I mean, I loved it all, but Blizzard really just is the king of kings, and then Grinding Gear Games is really catching up, so don't be surprised if you see me still playing D4 and PoE 2, and even maybe Diablo 1 and Path of Exile 1. But I'll keep coming back for you guys. You keep coming back for me. I got your back like a prophylactic. Nobody can take it because I got the tactics to take them out with a matter of fact. I'm going to come at them with a mathematical equation that they can't even display in their brain the right way because I cut the synapse that connects the two brain halves to allow it to collapse, and now blah! They're just like a liquid lobotomy, taking pills to just feel like an anatomy. Monopoly just hit them like an anomaly. I use big words, I'm sorry. You probably might have a harder time understanding that, but it's like... Let me turn up the volume so you can hear what I'm saying in my own video.
Check that out. Alright.
Yeah, it might be even better in a pus spitter, but it's preference. It's how many sockets you get on it. How much attack speed, damage, crushing blow, anything you can add to it. People use ohm runes because a 40-15 is like 15 burr runes. So then just use a 40% jewel and save the ohm rune. But in PD2, an ohm rune is 45% damage, and a dole rune is 30% damage. So if you get a jewel that is like 40% damage, that's almost, it's almost, hold on guys, microphone, it's almost better than ohm rune. Because an ohm rune only gives damage when you put it in a weapon. But a 40% enhanced jewel, you can put that in a helm. You can put that in an orb. You can put that in a shield. You can put that in an armor, and it'll all work. My idea, they need to add sockets for jewelry and allow legendary gems that we can socket in jewelry. And then they need to add sockets into gloves, boots, and belts. Make us really happy. But only one socket in belt, one socket in the rings and amulet, and then 1 to 2 sockets in boots and gloves. But only one socket in the belt. Otherwise, the socket where you put the jewel in, that's the belt buckle. That's dope. And Blizzard actually does use my ideas, but I have to directly message Senpai so that he can put that in there if he wants. And I'll mention it to D2R as well, because they ask me for a survey every like week to a month, especially when they see me playing Diablo 4. Even though they should be asking me about Diablo 2, they're asking me about Diablo 4, and I'm like, okay, enough questions about Diablo 4. Talk to me about Diablo 2, and try to implement Project Diablo 2 into D2R. Alright, I'm going to let you catch up on the rest of this video, and then I'll put it into the next video, and then we'll keep going. Would you guys like to hear some music? And not just this kind of music, not this. I'm talking about my real heavy metal music. The one me and my brother are in the band. I don't go to Hollywood anymore. I don't need it. I was gonna go to Hollywood. My friend did. He was in Underdog. He was the owner of the dog. And the dog's voice was Earl Hickey from My Name is Earl. So, and he got a lot of money right away, but I want to stay out of Hollywood, and maybe eventually I'll make albums, but that's not really how I want to promote my brand or my content. I want to give it out for free, because music was always free. We played it in clubs, people would have fun with the piano player. I go to the club for karaoke and they let me beatbox, and when everybody loves it, after doing it for a while and then stopping, when I come back, I say, no, well, I'm professional now, I'm getting paid to do it, so, I mean, I can do it for a little bit for free, but, I mean, if you want me to keep doing it, like, on a regular basis here at the club, I'm gonna need $100 every hour, because that shit is a lot of exercise. you know how hard it is to beatbox for an hour? That's why we got loops, so that we can loop it for like 3 minutes, get a breather, and then come in with another. And then have that just keep playing, and then go in like. And then the melody do it. Oh, this is where I got the Sandstorm tracks. Perfect 50 resists all. Watch this. Yeah! I got him! Yeah! What's up? Yeah! Alright, check this out. We're gonna get into my new favorite overpowered Amazon build, non-budget, and we're gonna have to see if this is the same one or not, or if this is this one's the Magic Arrow one, it looks like. Let's see what bow, and then I'll know. Oh, this is the Magic Arrow one. But look at these 330s. Woo! I've only gotten those once in my life. I've gotten a 320 javelins, and then the other day I got 310s, martial arts, 3 to martial arts, 10 IAS, but you know. Alright, since I'm pretty energied up with this energy drink, we're gonna hop back into BattleNet, and then I don't know, when would you guys like to see me speedrun Diablo 1 and then start up a Warlock on single player? You guys tell me. Or should I just do the choice and then wait till you guys come along and you'll be like, oh, he did it! Right? Alright, I gotta advertise this monster real quick. Alright, one sec. I gotta advertise it. Right there, guys. Monster. Where's my other photo? Okay, let me tag Twitch, see if anybody's watching from Twitch. God, nobody ever watches from Twitch anymore. Maybe I gotta reclip my clips so they're better. But yeah, Streamlabs OBS does that when you get Streamlab highlights. It highlights all your clips, and then you can use those as shorts and put those all over TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, all that. Post them up to your website that's connected with Streamlabs and try to get tips for when you go live or for when people see your clips on Twitch. So I need to build my platform on Twitch. YouTube seems to be doing okay, but you need about 20 to 30 concurrent viewers to be a successful streamer. And that's why you got to be a content creator first. At the same time, you're also first being a gamer content creator, because that's what's gonna get you bigger. Yeah. Besides male enhancements, those are gonna get you bigger too. Steroids for the Probably shouldn't have said that, so I'm probably gonna have to walk away for about 2 minutes just to make sure that I'm all kosher and stuff like that. Oh, I did a short clip of this. Yeah, I did a short clip of this. You guys are gonna see it, where I show off my best crafted javelin. You'll see it soon if you watch the long format videos on my gaming channel, Dr. Furlbox at YouTube.com, and check out my beatboxing and music production channel, Mr. Furlbox at YouTube.com. And then other platforms need a lot of work before I start gaining subscribers or followers on them. But YouTube's working pretty well because I just want to promote my brand, my business, my content, and represent Alien Studios because I think we are hybrids. And people will call me crazy, and that's okay. I may be crazy, but I just know that when someone explains that they've seen the same thing as you, without you explaining what you saw, and they say that it was similar to what you saw, that's when I know I'm not crazy. And especially when all three of my brothers had the same dream the same nights, 3 nights in a row, and we were being abducted by aliens, and straight up through a flying saucer, and they were sucking us up in a ray. I'm not kidding. It was very scary. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I've done 10 years on the inside. I'm really trying to change my life around. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a Satanist. I'm not a weirdo. I'm funny. I'm a little bit weird, but I'm not a creepy dude. Like, people love me and they respect me because I respect them back. And you never ever have to earn my respect. You'll always have it. There's just losing it, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna disrespect you. It just means that I'm gonna tolerate you. And no one ever has to earn someone's respect. They should already just give it to them. You know, I mean, that's respect. You earn it by giving it, but you only give it by earning it too. And whoever is saying that needs to do it too. They can't just expect respect without giving it back, especially when they're the one preaching, oh, it goes both ways. Well, I've been respecting this one dude for like 2 years, and he never respected me back, and he just kept saying, you gotta give respect to earn it. It's like, well, why do you think I'm not respecting you anymore? Because I've been giving you respect, and you haven't been earning me the respect that I deserve. So, yeah. Don't listen to haters, guys. You're on here for a reason. To watch video games, and we come here to have fun. And I'm 31. And I look like I'm 19. But I know a lot about the music business. And a lot about just creating structure and content and how to build it up. Even while being an amateur technician, I can always hire a videographer once they start making at least $100 a month. I have to have $200 more than everything I had to spend on bills. I just want $200 a month after I paid for bills, just so that I can, I don't know, buy my niece and nephew some Christmas gifts without having to ask my mom and dad for money. I feel better when I can buy it for her on her own, or on my own. And I just want to get Jaden a Game Boy, and yeah, they're more money than I thought. And I was gonna give him my Switch, but he already has one. He doesn't want one like that. He wants the regular Game Boy SP Advance to play the Pokemon games. But I told him you can play those for free on your phone. And he's like, not the original ones though. So me and my mom, we went and got him a Game Boy, and he deserves it because he gets straight A's and he listens to my brother, his dad, and he's such a good kid. And so, yeah, he deserves it. I'm just really happy the look on his face when he got it. He didn't think he was gonna get it, and we got it for him. And then he played Pokemon for like 2 weeks straight, and then was done with it, and wanted new games. But that's okay. I can't wait if he ever starts playing this game, then I can always play with him. Because his dad is too busy, my brother. He's a doctor, and me, I'm a struggling writer. AKA band member. I'm the lead singer of what you may not heard of, the Inepts. Oh, believe me, we're big. Like, we're fat. Like, we're not popular, We're big as in like we're tall and we're fat. pH fat. Gotcha. All right, just check out the video. I'll shut up. All right, let me. I hope. Alright, everything's fine. Alright, good. Thank you for everything, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys like Hero Siege? I want to try the original. Huh? Huh? What's up, tube? Yo, don't touch things that aren't yours, though. Well, it's okay, just don't do it. Alright. Here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. We'll save these. Oh, smoke. I need stuff. I got tobacco right now. Alright. Oh my god, my door handle's falling apart. We need to fix my door handle before it breaks. Or else they're gonna have to order a new door. No? Yeah, this was broken, but this could be fixed. That's not from this, though. Oh, like right here? Well, this we don't care about, but this we care about. No, this can be fixed. Look, all you do is you just get a screwdriver and I'll hold it, or you hold it and I screw it in. We don't have to do it right now, though. Right, but it falls off eventually. Oh. Alright, Adrian. Alright. We gotta find my tobacco. Mm-hmm. Alright, just keeping it real, kicking back with a freestyle. Meanwhile, about to go smoke a mean bowl of some green wild growing in the ditch that I found across the street next to my mailbox. But you know what? Could have been a setup by a freaking snitch. I leave them with stitches, leaving them in ditches. They wish they could steal my riches, but you know what? I ain't even got none. At least not yet. I do the fun. I just Alright, how you guys doing? We got that train owls. You like that? Oh shit, my energy drink. It was overflowing. Oh, come on, get to the boss. We'll have to edit that. Alright, we got there. Alright, I want to take on Bale. Let's go take on Bale. Yeah, this is dope. I have a lot of fun doing this. Good, we're gonna get him right there. Let's get that snake. Alright. That's dope. One sec. It's hot in here. You know what that means. Ooh. Three to bone crossbows. Get him. Come on. Alright, now the Balrogs are coming out. Here we go. You guys want me to ship you an energy drink? I'm doing 25% off monsters right now. I'm buying them in bulk and just shipping them out to people who want, you know, 6-pack for like only like $5 or $6. Doing a 25% off because I'm getting 50% off for them in bulk. Of course, it's not my brand, you know, I gotta say paid promotions, but Monster, there you go. I love it. So what would you guys say, Monster or Red Bull? Are you guys a Monster or Red Bull fan? Because I don't know. Let me try something here. Alright. For a break, we gotta do a beat. Alright, let's get it going. Alright, let's get it going. Get it going now. When you look up in the morning, what do you see in the mirror? Do you see yourself or do you see something unclear? I remember one day when I woke up, all I saw was black holes in my eyes from my straight sockets. Just black holes. Like Andy Milonakis. Straight black. Jet black. My eyes were missing. I had to listen in to what was telling me. Subtitles aren't on. That was the devil creeped in. I had to be really willing to tell him that I wasn't ready to F with him, even though I was. I invited him in. There were scratches in the door. Scratches in the wall. Then I heard him come out like a brawl, like and he was attacking my brain. I couldn't sustain. I was refrained from being able to move. I had to maintain the composure. My brain was being attacked in a pleasant way. I didn't know what to say, so God came and chose the words for me. With the world and the power, I will smite you with the power of God and bring you back to the world of the non-existent, where you'll never be able to harm another human soul ever again. Time to pay the piper. Shit is in a hit that typewriter. Post the next comment. And I'm ready to hear it anyway. I don't need all that stupid stuff. Oh, I was almost about to say the S word again.
I don't want to say the S word. No use in that other word though.
He's right here.
Yeah. You know how we do it up in here?
Alright, let's get it going. Say. I want to say. That's my word. Say. What?
Alright. Thanks for enjoying the 3-minute long video. Alright, let's get it going. Could have posted on the short. Maybe we just might put it in vertical just to do so. Alright, you heard. Dr. Furrow Box, the Box, and Alpha Audio made a box coming at ya. Also known as the Ginger.
Alright guys, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll be with you soon. Peace!
Alright, let's get it going.